We are live. We are recording.
It's actually going.
It's actually going.
Like about time going.
About time going. What's going on?
About time going. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Actually,
Can you get out? Can you get off the microphone? Jesus Christ!
I hope it's not children of all ages. That would be
sweet Jesus.
Probably not what they would want to be watching.
Holy sweet Jesus!
I'm pretty sure our shit says 18 or 17 plus. Yeah, there it is. It's right there in the left hand corner. Listen, we're just gonna jump into this, but I want to jump into deeper topics before we get into the lighter
Holy
topics.
shit! Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I just gotta get it off. I got to chesticles, you know.
Okay.
There's
you got
just
some
so
shit on
much
your chest.
crazy
That's fine.
going on.
That's fine.
It's just
That's fine.
there's.
Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Well, you got it. We gotta kick it off. We gotta kick it off. Okay. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to T3G. This is the Tangents Podcast. This is episode 76. Today is going to be a fat one, kids. It's going to be a fatty. We got quite a few things we want to talk about. Now, we could have separated this into multiple podcasts, but no. Today, we're going to talk about a lot of different stuff.
It's going to be
And I would like to start, since we are streaming live on Caffeine, I would like to start with this subject. Mixer is dead. Microsoft.
I wanted to go deeper right off the bat.
That's fine. We could wait on that.
Yeah, Mixer's dead. It's going over to Facebook. Shit's gonna happen. You know, Microsoft I mean, what else were they gonna do? They could either do, hey, get our guys over to Facebook, or hey, fuck you, we're done.
I guess, but like,
so
they could have made better deals. Twitch. I mean, just Twitch.
I mean, they were competing with Twitch. They don't want to be part of Twitch, so they went to Facebook and said, hey, what's up? You guys are big. You guys are trying to get into this shit, or you are doing this shit, and we got some people. We'd like you to take them in. You know, they've been on our platform. I got to give them respect. I don't like Microsoft. Microsoft has horrible customer service when it comes down to their products.
Well, that's true.
You can't get a goddamn one person to answer one fucking question, even the most simplest one. So you know, their customer service sucks, but they have a lot of products.
Yeah.
But they don't have customer service for those products. So you know. But outside of that, I mean, hey, man, they took care of their streamers. Listen, the streamers don't have to go there.
They could have done nothing. They could
have done nothing. They'd be like, hey, we're canceled. Fuck you.
They could have said, hey.
Deuces, we don't need you.
Yeah, they could have said, hey, listen, July 20 whatever, we're going to be canceling Mixer. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for taking part in the experiment. Peace the fuck out.
Thanks for hanging out. Peace the fuck out. But no, they went to Facebook and they said, hey, you know, we got a bunch of partners. We even have lower guys that are, you know, part of the partner program. Not as big, you know, anywhere near as like Ninja and shit like that. But you know, we'd like you to take care of all the people that were, you know, in the program. And
how do you feel about this rumor? Well, I mean, I don't know that it's a rumor. I feel like it's almost been confirmed. This rumor that they were offered like hand over fist money to stay on, and they declined. Supposedly, Ninja was offered $60 million to stay on and go and move forward to Facebook gaming, and he was like, "You could buy me out for 30."
I'm sorry, what? Say that. I'm confused.
They were basically like, because I feel like he's got a contract, and I feel like their contract, like,
yeah, he had a contract to be on Mixer, yes,
to be on Mixer for $20 million over whoever knows
20 to 30 mil, yeah, something like that.
However many years or whatever that was.
Right.
And like Philip Franco said, depending on how front loaded that was, so like, you know, you get 30% of that up front, blah blah blah.
Right, sure.
You know, he could have quite a chunk of change on his hands. So they offered him like 60 mil to stay on.
Who offered him 60 mil?
Facebook. They were like, we'll give you 60 mil if you stay on. And he basically said, peace the fuck out.
Yeah, he said peace the fuck out because Twitch is a winner. Twitch for streaming is a winner. They're owned by Amazon, who is a huge, rich company. And
I mean, so is Microsoft.
Clearly not big enough to fucking handle Mixer, so don't give a fuck.
But I think that's different. I think it's
different. No, it's not different. Amazon owns Twitch, and Twitch is still winning.
But Twitch was already winning when Amazon bought.
But it doesn't matter. But that's because they made the right move. They were like, Twitch is on the bomb. We're going to fucking buy this and going to be on the bomb. Mixer was started to compete with Twitch and they couldn't handle it. They couldn't dig it.
They couldn't handle it,
fucking hang on.
and then Microsoft bought them, and they got them bigger. I think they grew because I really didn't.
And they still couldn't do it. They still couldn't compete. Amazon wins. He wants to go to a platform where the people are at.
Where the people are at. I think where people are used to and like have a familiarity with.
Some shit you're used to, some shit you have familiarity, and listen, some of these people that watch streamers, they don't even have social media. They just watch streamers.
Right. And that's kind of the big thing. I thought that was the weird thing is like Facebook gaming. Like, do you have to have a Facebook account?
Probably. I don't know.
To even
you do.
Be on, like, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like something that should be.
I assume you do. I assume you do. But listen, hey, here's the thing. I can't fault them for trying, for getting hands on. Yeah, it looks like you do because it just starts out in a view and your name's up top. So yeah, it looks like you might have to. Do it in incognito. See if it gives you that same page, or if it tells you, hey, you gotta have a account. But yeah, I mean, listen, Microsoft bought Mixer.
I'm just trying to see.
Microsoft bought Mixer. Microsoft offered Ninja to come to Mixer. It worked. They paid them good money. They tried it out. They lost. They didn't win. They said, nope, sorry, we're just not seeing it. The numbers ain't there for us. We're willing to cut our losses. We'll take you over to Facebook, and they're into this thing.
You have to join Facebook. That's crazy.
So yeah, so there you go. So yeah, of course he's saying buy me out because not everybody has Facebook. Not everybody, dude. Half his watchers are kids. Kids and parents parents will allow Twitch, but they won't allow Facebook. It's hilarious, but that's a fact. So at the end of the day,
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Can we look at this and see what it looks like?
We don't see your incognito window, so.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah, because it's only going to accept the one that's up there.
So let's look at this.
I mean, yeah, you got your streamer, you got your comments to the
see,
right.
What it looks like. I've spent no time on it.
I've never been on it. This is the first time I've actually even opened it up. It says I can go live.
So he's got a group, so it's promoting his group. That's kind of nice. But again, this all is contingent on are you on Facebook?
So there's loads of ways.
Right, for sure. And listen, you have groups in Twitch too. Nate Shot does it a lot of times. He puts a group together that's part of the people he's playing with Warzone, and you can watch each individual and you'll see the group.
Oh no! This is like a Facebook group. Like this is.
I get it. But I'm just regardless. I'm just saying. Obviously, Twitch isn't a social media thing. It's a streaming thing. So they're not going to go to that point. But at the end of the day, he said buy me out. He said buy me out because not everybody's allowed to have a Facebook. Not everybody wants a Facebook, and he wants to be where the people are at. So at the end of the day, man. Yeah, I don't blame him for saying.
Yeah, like I don't dig the comment system here. I'm not a big fan.
Because I'm looking right now, live now, 1.3K, 1.3K, Nobody's nowhere near the numbers of Dr. Disrespect, Asmon Gold, fucking Ninja when he was on Nate Shot.
Trisha's
on those numbers.
Is Trisha on right now? That's kind of funny. Or no, this.
That's probably a repeat. It looks like it's cutting in and out like a repeat, so...
Yeah. I feel like it would say live. I mean, you would think at least.
I would assume it would, yeah. So, yeah, at the end of the day, like, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that there is another platform you can stream on. Yeah. Hey, if that platform goes high and big, cool. But, like, at the end of the day, yeah, of course he said, no thanks. Buy me out for 30 and I'm going back to Twitch.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. So I just thought it was because that was recent. That was like a year ago, right? That was not a long time ago.
Oh, a year or two ago that they asked him. Yeah,
and I was like, really? You guys are just gonna? Like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I
That's what
mean,
you're
hey,
gonna do.
man,
That's
they
what you're
offered
gonna
the
do.
money. They took a risk. Hey, that's how you build. That's how you figure out what works and what doesn't. You take a risk, you invest money, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, move on with your losses and go to the next adventure. So, they took a chance. They bought Mixer. They signed on a few people, not just Ninja, and it didn't work. And that's it. That's
Well,
that. I'm
right.
not surprised. I mean, it's gonna happen. People
Right.
go.
I mean, like,
It's
if you're
gonna
not
happen.
gonna properly, I don't know. I feel like there were things missing from the experience.
A lot. There's, I
Um,
mean, listen, it was a
It was
good
a little nicer
platform,
as far as
but
the delay. The delay was a lot nicer.
the delay was significantly nicer.
Right.
Don't get me
It's no
wrong. But
caffeine. It's no live chat. But
no, it's no live chat like caffeine, but it is better than even Twitch on like their fastest settings. So
and so then my question then is, if Mixer died, and Mixer I feel has a much larger following.
I would assume they do than caffeine, but I just saw, I logged on to
Caffeine
caffeine, and
is caffeine is
I'm
recent.
seeing like, they got Drake. You just said they got the game. Like I'm like, well, shit.
It is different. It's a different platform. It's a different
Well, of course,
experience.
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a different platform. You can't, they don't save the videos you're streaming to,
Right.
so you can't go back and watch something on there once it's been streamed. So there's that aspect. It's more of instant gratification than it is like come back and watch again or watch it when you didn't get a chance to watch it type of deal. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a different style, but it is still live streaming. So, Caffeine is not just competing against Twitch. They are also competing against Facebook as well. And Facebook is, at the end of the day, still big. The
Right.
gaming part, the streaming part might not be big right now. They definitely have people watching certain things, but they might not be like Twitch huge. But if you're asking me what's going to survive, is it going to be Facebook or Caffeine? I'm gonna say Facebook. Caffeine. Like, don't get me wrong.
But do you
I
think
think
they're even in kind of the same category? Are they in this? Are they competing in reality?
no. I mean, they're not competing with Twitch. No.
I
Twitch got
just
money.
even mean between the two, right? I think Facebook is going to survive just because they have the built-in audience, right? They have millions of people on Facebook,
millions.
and they're going to be around regardless.
Yeah, 100%.
My question is, like, with Caffeine, again, kind of being its own thing, kind of needing its own account, you need your own thing. Like, you got to do something beyond just be on, right?
Right.
And like, whereas on Facebook, you could just be on and they can serve you a stream, and you could be like, oh, I wonder what this is.
Yeah,
so, like,
that's true.
I think there's a difference. But then you see stuff like they have URL, right? URL is cool. Like, I watch hundreds of hours of battle rap. Like, if they've got URL on here, I'm likely to like jump in on a live stream.
Well, I understand that, and I completely get that. But the problem with that is like, that's a very niche thing, right? That's counting on a possible niche
For sure,
that somebody else isn't doing. Or you're talking about something like that versus like something like Facebook, which they've already have big people on their video stuff where
Right.
they're releasing episodes and shit like that. Streaming
See,
is
like,
not too far from that, so
and you're just looking at it, right? You're scrolling down. Your first stuff you're exposed to, obviously, you're gonna have like your featured streamer or whatever,
right.
But
then
it's
whoever you're
But
following,
then it's stars to follow. Then it's entertainment,
right.
trending for you, which makes sense.
Right.
And then, but we don't even get to gaming for a while.
For a while, yeah. Gaming's
So
not
like,
even.
it's interesting. So it's not. It's. I mean, clearly it appears to not be their focus. Let's see. World of Warcraft, huge game, right? Decades game.
Decades, literal decades.
Is this just? Is there just
top,
one
it
person?
says top people. No. I mean, I think those people that were colored underneath are top. I mean, that's
not World of Warcraft.
That's not even World of Warcraft.
That's definitely not World of Warcraft.
But it says top people, so I'm assuming those top people are.
So let's see. I mean, Fortnite. Fortnite's a huge streaming thing, right? Top people, more to explore. But see, like, there's not a lot of people on playing this.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the thing.
It's it's a different platform. I mean, it's just different.
It's a different platform depending what they're trying to accomplish with that platform. But if you're asking me who's going to survive in the live streaming game, and it's between these three companies now. I think Twitch and Facebook will survive. I
Yeah.
think caffeine will keep going for a while, but I think at some point it might not just be making enough money to sustain having Drake on there, because Drake can go to Facebook, Drake can go to Twitch. Drake has been on Twitch. That's how
Right. 100%.
Ninja played with
I mean, that's
Drake,
how
and
Ninja
that was
kind of
huge.
popped. That's kind of
Yeah,
Ninja was
yeah,
big,
yeah,
but then
yeah.
Ninja had the like social media moment.
Right. Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's
So, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, they are on caffeine, but that doesn't mean they stay on caffeine. So,
right.
it just depends how much money is sustaining the company. If they're not seeing enough, it's very possible that it doesn't stay long. I don't know. You don't know. Anything's a hit or a miss. I don't know how their finances look. I don't know how much money they're getting in right now. I don't know if this is sustainable what they're doing at the current moment. Maybe it is for right now. Who knows? I
Right.
don't know. But that, at the end of the day, how would you convince Drake, the game, and every other star that they have listed on that section? How did you convince them to be on there? Are you offering them money? If you
Right.
are, you're paying big money. How much money can you keep paying them
Right.
before you see,
Right.
the comeback for that money? So there's too many questions. And if you're asking me who's surviving, I think the two that are surviving are Twitch and Facebook. I think they can survive mutually. I think Twitch will always be ahead when it comes down to streaming,
No
period. Too many
question.
people are
No
used to it.
question.
Too many people are used to it. Too many streamers are on it. They like it. That's their
Yeah,
go-to.
it's enormous. It's enormous.
And yeah, so yes, there's been plenty of companies that have tried streaming. AMD's tried to do it with their built-in software.
I forgot
There's
about that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's been plenty of companies that have tried to integrate within their software, and it never took off. That's
Right.
because people are
100%.
used to a certain streaming platform that just is been there. It started it, and it continues to grow, and it's ran by a company with billions,
Right.
if not trillions
Right.
of money.
Just
So
hand over fist money.
hand over fist, they could literally go to Ninja, be like 20, 30 million. Ha!
Right.
You want double?
Right.
No problem.
Because reasons. Thanks for the
'Cause,
follow, Alum.
if we really wanted to. So yeah, man, don't get me wrong. I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to get their piece, their cut. I want everybody to do what they enjoy. But when you're competing against platforms, that's a rough one. Content creators, I think everybody can strive, because every content creator might have similar content, but it won't always be exactly the same. Some copy, and that's just a whole different conversation. But so for that kind of stuff, everybody can succeed. But when you come down and you're trying to compete with platforms, that's a different story. Now you're taking into consideration a lot of things, your own money that you got to throw at, convincing people to come on your platform to bring the audience
Right.
over, which then should
I mean, like
hopefully
another
stimulate you.
Another one that's very like another kind of.
And to be fair, when Ninja went over, he had good numbers, but those numbers went down pretty quick because people just weren't on Mixer. They didn't follow.
Right.
They stayed on Twitch. I'm sure they tried it out, but I bet you their normal reaction was like Twitch.com, not Mixer.com.
Right. And then look at it this way. The other flip side, right? You have, like you said, we were looking at the caffeine, and caffeine's interface is very different from everybody else, right? Whereas you look at somebody like DLive, and they definitely feel like they're kind of going more along the Twitch lines, where you have your games, you have your game, news, chatting, game. Like, they're just like, here are the things that are happening, and it shows you how many people are watching. But then, even look at it here. Right now, there's 2,000 people watching. And
the numbers aren't huge.
That's this entire game, this entire like category.
Right.
It's just they're not as big, and Twitch is just so enormous in this sphere.
It's so huge in this like category that it's just, I don't know where the fairness is. Like right now, a category.
Exactly. It's not fair.
Right now on the category, Warzone has 144,000 viewers. Right next to that, World of Warcraft, another 26.6. Then just chatting has 179K.
Right.
Like the numbers are just absurd.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, they're huge, man. And at the end of the day, you can't compete with that. Those numbers have been there, and they continue to be there. Even when let's say you get somebody like Ninja to transfer over, yeah, he might have taken some viewers, but those viewers most likely came back pretty quickly.
That's the thing, because Ninja was pulling let's say millions of viewers. And when he went to Mixer, he wasn't getting millions of viewers.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Don't get me wrong. That number was good when Microsoft was like, here's 20, 30 million, and here's certain percentage, and whatever, however the contract worked out.
His money was good, but...
His money was great, but then I'm sure when he started...
With that money, he's in a position where the money doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But what's going to matter is where people are watching him.
Right. He wants to exactly. He wants to see the other number. He doesn't want to see that number.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the cash. The cash is pretty much irrelevant to him at this point.
If
he's smart. If he's smart.
Exactly. So that's going to be a significantly, I understand why he would say no thanks.
For sure.
And I understand why others would say no thanks too and go to Twitch and start there fresh, or at least try,
100%. So speaking of no thanks, let's talk about November. Let's talk about a big topic here that I feel like this is what you wanted to get into right out the gate here. The election, the no thanks in 2020.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the one. I do want to talk about that, but what I really wanted to talk about was first about fucking crazy people, man.
Just
I wanted to
people.
talk about
that's fair.
just, dude, I watched that Philip DeFranco video. He says, okay, you all messaged me and you said this is what, so here you go. And he just played it, and I lost my mind. I literally, I lost, I think I lost the rest of my brain cells. I'm pretty sure I'm losing my mind.
It's literally the conversation I had with our cousin.
That's the problem. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's why I was losing my mind. I literally, when I heard this lady be on fucking center stage.
I feel like we gotta toss it out.
Bro, she's on center stage. She's literally committing to be put in the crazy house. Like, she is telling them, hey, you should commit me.
Let's see.
Please do. Here you go.
Here we go.
I cannot believe I watched that.
So I asked a select few of you on my text line, which,
like,
by the way,
there's no, I'm not. Oh, hold on.
messed up for you over the last 2 days. Try again. You sent me some.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
I just need to experience together. So here we go.
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people. And we the people are waking up, and we know what citizen's arrest is, because citizen's arrests are already happening, okay? And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested.
That took me by surprise. When she went to the devil, I was like, wait, what the fuck? How'd this happen?
Doctor are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity. Every single one of you have a smirk behind that little mask, but every single one of you are going to get punished by God. You cannot escape God. You cannot escape God. I'm gonna say that again.
I'm gonna say that again.
Wait, dude, the next part.
Escape God, not even with the mask or 6 feet. Okay? 6 feet, like I said before, is military protocol. You're trying to get the people to train them, so when the cameras, the 5G comes out, 5G? They're gonna.
I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about 5G? Like, you psychopathic woman.
What does that mean?
Oh my
Christ!
God,
I don't think she understands what 5G is.
I don't know. 100% no.
I think she thinks 5G thinks it's alien. Like, it's signals
I don't know what
alien.
she thinks, man.
I don't
Who
know.
knows what she thinks?
Bro,
people are nuts. People are nuts.
Bro, that's the craziest thing I've seen in such... I thought I've seen crazy. That's pretty crazy.
Right?
That's
right.
That's... I mean, there is crazy, but that literally... That lady, if... let's see. There's a doctor in the room, because she addressed the doctor. She said, and you, doctor. The fact that doctor didn't get a psycho award to come in and take this lady in.
Just come take her. Just come take her.
Yeah, no. No. She's going to vote? No, you go ahead and... Yeah, no. Take her right now.
We have your right to vote is being revoked.
Like, bro.
Listen,
like... dude, you're absolutely right.
100%.
Parks and Recs has satire, has nothing on real life. I've thought...
You see stuff like that. You see Parks and Rec, you see things like that said, and you see like the craziness on that, and you're like, this could never happen in real life. But then real life happens, and then you're like, this could never happen in movies.
Bro, here's the thing. I've said this now for a while. I watched the Idiocracy movie with Terry Crews and all the other actors in there, and I watched it, and I was like losing my mind. I was like, oh, I can't do this. People are so stupid in this movie. Like, this is crazy. And then 2020 is here, and I'm like, holy shit, it was telling the future.
Yep.
I just thought it was crazy, but it was telling the future of this world. They actually went somehow into the actual future and then told a story about it. And now I'm scared.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared. Like, I want
water.
there to
You
be
mean like from the
aliens
toilet?
and
Exactly.
to abduct me.
Exactly. It was one of those things when I saw that
Holy
movie
shit.
and they were like, water. You mean like from the toilet? I was like, wait, what are they drinking?
Bro.
And then you see people that just like won't drink water now, currently. And people who say shit like, oh, well, like this random guy on the internet says that this kind of vegetable is like the fucking devil's work and it's not real and it's not, I was just like, what?
Bro.
Like, you can't.
I don't have an answer. I literally, Phil played that video in the beginning of his video, and my brain was just like, am I... Because I fell asleep before that. I literally fell asleep. I took a 2-hour nap. I thought I was still sleeping. I thought I was having a nightmare.
I feel you.
Because I could not believe somebody was saying this in front of cameras, in front of the world.
To people, right? You could have crazy thoughts up here. I've had lots of crazy
but you
thoughts.
should probably not say them out loud.
But they stay up here. I don't say shit like that to people.
You should probably not.
And not on camera.
Like, maybe some shit, is going on up here, and you're like, fuck, maybe.
Right.
Maybe, am I crazy? But you don't actually, like, tell the world.
Right. Exactly.
Because, dude, that lady, bro, I would have contacted her family. I'd be like, why did you guys not put her in the fucking hospital?
Did you guys... Are you guys not from around here?
What are you doing to her? Like, what's going on?
Are you guys not from...
Bro, I haven't shied from this. I talk about this. I have no reason to shy from this. I just don't I don't talk about my personal life on social media and stuff like that. But I don't if I'm approached by it, I talk about it because I'm very I'm straightforward. I don't hide shit. I have anxiety and depression. I've been to doctors getting help. This lady is on a whole different level than that. And I'm taking meds.
The problem is she doesn't think there's anything wrong with her.
Bro, trust me, I know. Woo, buddy. I understand that one. I just maybe somebody else should think there's some. And you know what? If her family has been trying to put her in the hospital, but they've been like, nope, she seems fine to us. Well, she's proven on national TV that there's nothing fine with her.
Something wrong with her.
Something's wrong. So she thinks 5G is something outside of fucking phone service.
I thought that had I thought we had moved on from that.
No,
I heard those things during when COVID first started. That was when it first got the self isolation and all that stuff, and people are like, oh, 5G, and people started burning down 5G towers.
That's true. She's
100%.
definitely not far out from Trump quotes.
100%.
That's a whole. Ironically enough, you know what? We talked about her crazy already, but let's go into that. So now we're going to go into the election since you've brought it up. Thank you for bringing it up in the chat live. So the election's coming up, and I've said this to you multiple times now, and so we looked into this. We actually have a few links if you want to bring them up. So Trump can lose 6 states. He can lose 6 states.
Oh, really? Okay, it's only.
But there's states that are. So let's say right there, he can use what's that? Montana. He
can lose all 5 of these.
All 7 of those. So the South Dakota, North Dakota. Yeah. So those 6, and then the right. What's above? I'm having a tough that. Yeah. What's that? Utah. So he can lose all those 6 in the clump and Utah, and still win.
Yeah.
What he needs to lose, and I told you this, is the ones that were pretty close.
The ones that are dark. The ones that are dark.
Right. Well, yeah, but Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. If he loses those three, and that map looks exactly like that, but those three he loses, he then cannot win.
Listen,
The other party will win. If
Here's
the
the
map
thing.
looks like that, but he loses those three, the other party wins. Here's the thing.
We've got friends that live in
There's
Wisconsin. They literally said we only shop in Illinois because Wisconsin is crazy.
I get it.
He's
I
not
get
gonna
it,
lose
bro.
Wisconsin.
I get it. No, I know. But here's the thing. Listen, the government in general is a whole different conversation that there's just a lot of discussion that needs to go into it on like proper change and how shit's done. I mean, look at our voting system for the president. It's fucking stupid. It doesn't matter how many of us vote for the other guy.
Dude,
as
almost
long as
3
he gets
million
the
more
right
people
states,
voted for Hillary.
as long as he gets the right states, he still wins.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just him. Anybody that's crazy for Cocoa Puffs, right, can win as long as they get the right fucking states.
Uh-huh.
And that to me is mind blowing. It doesn't matter that the citizens have voted and more of them voted for somebody else. As long as the right states are won, he wins. That already is a bad system. So speaking about the government on a just a general level would be a whole different conversation.
It's a terrible system.
It's a horrible system. But
people try to
I
act.
cannot believe. Listen, I cannot believe that we, as citizens, sit here, listen to what this man says and does, and there are still people out there that 100% will vote for him. Bro, he literally threatened the citizens of the United States of America with military force. That is a terrorist. That is a terrorist.
Right.
We literally call that terrorism.
Right.
But because he's the president, he's cool? No.
Yeah.
Threatening the citizens of the United States with military force is a terrorist threat. The fact that he's not already in handcuffs and put in jail is shocking. I mean, he already won. I get it. Listen, he already, even though there, listen, I get it.
There's a process.
He's already won his trial, even though there was factual evidence that he was guilty.
Bro, I literally.
So I will know any. Bro, I've said this before.
I'll pull up the history
when I go to jail, I'm not even gonna need a lawyer. I'm just gonna say, yes, please look at 2019, the United States versus President Donald Trump. Thank you. I'm not guilty. Goodbye. Because that's all I'm gonna have to use to never go to jail.
Oh, perfect. Okay, it's not
ever. Because that's how it should work.
Yes,
but at the end of the day, this man threatened protesters. Listen, we've talked about rioters. We talked about looters. I don't agree. Riots happening to mom and pop shops. Those mom and pop shops, they're barely getting by. You loot them. You destroy their stuff. If they were on your side, they're not on your side anymore because now you've taken their livelihood. And I get it. You got to inconvenience the people that that need to know. But don't get me wrong. Those people know. They just have to worry about their lives too. It's not that they don't want to help you. It's not that they're not knowing that you're the issue. Don't get me wrong. There are some people that just don't give a fuck. They don't listen. They don't care. They're not. They're oblivious to it. But here's the thing. Those people, if you destroy their shit, they're just going to be against you anyways. Because those people that don't give a shit, don't want to pay attention, the minute you destroy their shit, they're going to pay attention on how they hate you. But the mom and pop shop that do know your problem, that want to be on your side, those, if you destroy them, some of them might be cool because they got insurance, they got decent cash laying around, and they got some insurance, and they can cover the damages, and they're like, that's fine if this is grabbing attention. But other ones that are on your side and they can't afford that.
Yeah, but the thing about it, in reality, and we talked about this before. In reality, I actually don't even know how you got to.
I got to that because the reason he threatened was not just protesters,
right,
it was rioters, looters, and here's the thing. But he threw protesters in there. Protesters, I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with protesting.
Nope.
You have the right, the actual fucking right to protest peacefully.
And the thing is, most of the looting, most of the rioting, that wasn't done by protesters.
Well, of course, yeah, absolutely. None of that is actually. Some of them did say, hey, this is the language that of the unheard. They're quoting MLK, and they're saying, hey, maybe this is the route. You're not listening, so maybe. So some of them did say that, but a lot of them are not them.
Yeah.
They're not the protesters. A lot of them are just taking a situation and they're like, fuck it, let's do it. Advanced AutoZone, maybe. Target, let's grab some shit.
Right.
Who's gonna know? We got to wear masks anyways. So like,
And
you
it's
know,
funny,
they're
but
taking
like
advantage of the situation.
I mean, it's a great video as far as like putting
Sure.
shit into
Yeah,
perspective,
yeah,
but
of
it's a
course.
terrible
But
it's a
going
terrible
back to
thing.
that-
Listen, here on. There's a great video of this woman who was talking about like, oh, people are asking like, oh, why are you destroying stuff? Like, why are you destroying like your own neighborhoods and your own stuff? And she was like, we don't own shit. You won't fucking let us. Like, fuck a Target, fuck an AutoZone or whatever. Like, we don't own shit. Like, black people have been systematically blocked from owning shit for
I get
decades,
it.
centuries.
I get it, bro.
So
I
like,
understand.
so
I'm
like,
not talking about.
but like, she said the best line ever. She said, "America or either like America or white people are lucky that we want justice and equality and not revenge." And I was like, "Oh shit, she's right."
Well, yeah, of course.
Because
right.
like, I wouldn't even be mad at him at that point. Like at some point,
No, I wouldn't. I've already said I'm not even mad at rioting or, rioting, looting. You know, it's just like I said. That's irrelevant. None of them makes sense. You stealing doesn't help your cause. You're stealing. That's breaking the law,
Right.
bitch. But rioting, sure, I understand that, especially if you're destroying government official buildings. As long as nobody gets hurt, as long as you're not murdering somebody.
Did you watch the Philip Franco episode where you talked about the Seattle thing, Chomp?
No. I haven't watched all of his videos.
So,
I mean,
Chomp,
listen, man, it's
real quick.
It's hard. It's hard
I feel
to
you,
fucking
dude.
watch
Listen,
shit, man. It's
believe me, for the last week
bro,
I've been just avoiding shit.
I'm dealing with my own demons. I can't stand the world's
I feel you.
demons,
I feel
man,
you.
you know?
But
I'm already disgusted that we had to watch a man get killed like an animal.
Right.
Just,
I mean, that's. And this is kind of come out of that. So there was a protest. There was a 24-hour protest, a 24/7 protest that started in Seattle, and basically they've occupied a section of the city around this police station.
Oh yeah.
The police station, like the police left. They boarded up the station and left, and they're basically saying like, we are not fucking leaving until you
change it.
Like here's the shit we want.
Then
we ain't leaving.
Yeah.
But now there's been like some shootings and shit like that.
Shootings, yep, I did hear.
So
all
now
that.
they're trying to take over. The police are trying to kind of take back the area. And it's just very interesting. But it's like there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, like the protests aren't doing anything. The rioting isn't doing anything. Like the fuck, it's not. So many states have banned chokeholds. So many states have banned states are banning no knock warrants, which is why
for
Breonna
sure. Man,
Taylor
here's
got
the thing.
killed.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. But this is what I told you, right? This is what I said to you. I said, is there going to be true change, though? Is there going to be sprinkles? There's going to be sprinkles. They got to make people happy. Sprinkles. Here you go. Here's some sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
But is there going to be true systematic change?
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. Maybe, but not in my lifetime.
I think you don't think in your lifetime?
Bro, I'll be dead before any kind of real systematic change happens.
I would disagree. Disagree.
Or there will be war. Or there will be war.
No, I don't think there's going to be war. I don't think there's going to be.
Then real systematic change will not be in my lifetime.
I don't think there's going to be war because I think you're going to have people that are smart enough to do what I said should be done, but like people won't let me. Gay rights surprised me. Didn't think that would happen as fast as it did. 100%. And that's what I'm saying. Like people will do stuff.
Let's think about
the gay right to marry, the right to marry, moved slowly through states, right? People were like, all right, 1 state, 2 states, 34 states did it, and then the president was like, all right, fine, everybody.
But here's the thing. You can argue against that, right? Because they'll say, oh, we're a country of not God, right? We don't follow church's rules. These are our rules. Right. This is the country rules. But yeah, right. People not getting married because they can't get married because they're gay. That's a church rule. That's not a human rule.
Right.
That's a church rule.
Right.
Right,
and that's
so
the
that
thing.
Changes. But systematic racism.
Right.
That's something else.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's difficult to fight the systematic racism just like as a concept because it's everywhere. People that do it don't realize they're doing it.
Right.
Like they did this blind test of applications, and literally they random generated a list of black sounding names and white sounding names and sent the applications out. The white sounding names got 50% more phone calls, and a white sounding name was as important as 8 years more of experience.
Right, I believe
Like,
it. I'm dude. Like I said, systematic
and that's just like
racism.
people aren't thinking. No one's thinking about that. No one's like, I don't know, like Terrell. Terrell sounds like a, like, I doubt anyone's thinking that.
Some might.
Yeah,
some
I'm sure.
might.
I'm sure.
Some,
But I'm
some
saying
people are just assholes.
on the far and large, I think most people are just like looking at it and they're like
subconsciously.
and it's just it's subconscious. So I think just having like the conversations that are being had, I think that's important. What up, Pat?
Yo.
I think
I
think
the
conversations are important
listen.
because people are thinking about it. People are thinking about it because I was reading. God, I wish I could remember a friend.
You're
of mine,
absolutely right. There is part of human nature that likes what's known. 100%. We
100%.
all love not changing.
Dude,
it's a scary thing to change. It's why people don't want to do different things in life. If it's changing their job position, if it's going somewhere new, visiting a different country, people don't like change. They don't like something that's outside their norm, and I understand that.
100%.
And that's a problem. I'm not like that because I do actually enjoy change because I want to do different shit. I want to experience different shit. I want to see different cultures. I want to do all that. So to me, it's not, but you're right. Majority of humans they just like their normalcies. They don't want something different. They want to be able to go down the road, go to their McDonald's, come back home, sit the fuck down and watch TV. It's just what they like, right? It's just what they do. They don't like the different. They don't like the change, and that's 100% a true statement. It's a scary statement. It's a sad world to know that that's the human process. Because
that's the thing. People look at stuff that's not uncomfortable. People look at stuff that's not familiar as scary, and they feel vulnerable participating in that. But that's Elam's got it right. You've got to know about it, and you got to stop it when it arises. It's a skill. You got to practice it. A friend of mine posted on Facebook, and she said, "I can't believe." She was like, "I'm stunned that people didn't know about Juneteenth," and I was just like, "What the hell do you mean you're stunned? Like, hey, you're part of the education." So she's a teacher. I was like, we don't teach this stuff in school. I didn't know about it until recently.
We do not.
I didn't know about Tulsa in detail until recently.
Bro, never at any part of my schooling, which I stopped at, end of high school, has anybody said anything about Juneteenth to me.
No,
ever.
It's not. It's exactly.
Bro, until this year.
Yeah.
I've never heard the word.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Until this year, I've never heard the word.
Same. You learn about the real history. That's 100% true, Elam. You learn about the real history of the U.S. after you get out of school.
100%,
school teaches you this bullshit whitewashed.
Listen,
history is written by the winners, and in America, white people were the winners.
What did I tell you last time about racism, right? We always think about back in school. Anytime you've had history, they talk about it, but do they ever say what's wrong about it?
No.
No. They just discuss that it was there.
Yeah, they don't teach that it was a bad thing.
What's actually wrong with racism? What's wrong with segregation? They don't tell you that shit. They just tell you that it happened.
Yeah, historical.
I've never have I had a teacher say, "You know why this is wrong?"
Bro, it's so crazy. Exactly. They talk dates.
That's right. They never humanize it.
They talk about what happened, when it happened, and sometimes why it happened. But here's the thing. Even then, you get kind of a roses, like a red. What the fuck is the term? red rose glasses, whatever the fuck they're called. Like you get an idyllic view of it. We're taught that Rosa Parks was a kindly old lady. She was tired.
Rose tinted glasses.
Thank you. She was a kindly old lady that had a tough day at work and just didn't want to move. And she was like, I shouldn't have to move. I've been working all day, blah, blah, blah. Right. That's what we're taught. That's not a thing that happened. She wasn't the first person to do it, The first person that did it was a woman who was a darker complexion and not as pretty and welcoming for white people. So they chose a prettier, younger woman who was kind of like in the 30s, 40s range and essentially crafted this story to do the thing that already happened, but do it in a marketable fashion.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's
I mean,
what we're
that's why,
taught because it's
well,
pretty.
and that's why I love like I've been to a museum. I actually went to
Yeah.
the Henry Ford Museum, and in the Henry Ford Museum, they actually talk about that. They talk about why am I blanking? Why am I blanking?
I don't know. Rosa Parks?
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Jesus
I was
Christ.
like-
I'm like just I'm
I
like
was like-
literal blank.
I was like, where'd you go?
Just literal blank. I hate this. Like I feel like I'm just getting old and losing my mind. Which is very possible. I mean, it's almost certainly possible. But like they talk about that. They talk about like the fact that there was somebody previously. Like I thought that was pretty cool. But like you have to go to a fucking museum that I've never been to
Yep.
outside of like being an adult and having a wife that wants to go see
Bro.
different states and
Bro.
different museums and
Same
stuff like that.
same thing. Same thing as far as
Jupras 09. I don't care for either one, but I'll
Yeah.
take the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the answer. And if you don't know which one's the lesser of the two evils, me and you can have a discussion if you want. But you know,
but look at it even this way, even like as far as just like natural history, not even like, history, like people history, natural history. Most people don't realize that we are in the middle of an extinction event. Like people just don't think about, like people don't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
The way I found out is I went to the Field Museum and you go through all of the extinction events and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm like, what do you mean 6? I'm like, I haven't heard about a sixth one. And it like tells you, yeah, it's happening now, bitch. Like here's how many
100%.
fucking like animal species have died like today.
Yeah.
And I was like,
well, that's why.
I was just like, I damn near wanted to cry. I was like, what the fuck?
That's why I love the show being called Tangents, because we just go on tangents. It's funny that you say that. You talk about animals and being extinct and stuff like that. So there's a person that I have as a Facebook friend from a long time ago, and they're there, and I had to actually, I didn't unfriend them, but I had to unfollow their posts because I just couldn't do it anymore.
I feel you.
But their broad statement. See, my problem is people don't want to sit there and actually sit down and think multiple ways. They just have this singular thought process, and that's it. That's the answer. And that's a bad way of thinking, because then you're limiting yourself to this one pool, and whatever is outside of that pool, you just rejected it immediately. And then you don't want change. You don't want to understand any potential differences or potential other facts. So here's a fact. Are zoos bad? Yes. Some zoos are bad. Just like some cops are bad and some aren't. Fact. Here's what's great. If you actually go to a zoo, like Brookfield Zoo, I believe it is,
Right.
They are there to educate you about the animals. And everybody I've met there genuinely seems like they care and love for the animals. Now, some people are like, but you're taking them out of their natural habitat. Am I? Let me tell you what happens outside their natural habitat. Jimmy John's goes and kills them. And a lot of other people like him does too.
Right.
So here's the thing.
Didn't
you might not
one of the
like
Trump kids recently just do that? They went out and shot.
I'm sure. But here's the thing. So yes, are you taking them from their natural habitat? 100%. But that's one way of thinking. Now go over here. Hey, you release him. Jimmy John's goes, ching, ching, boom. He's dead. He's going to be on my wall tomorrow.
I like that you just said Jimmy John. Like the entire company just goes.
Well, the guy that runs the entire, the man behind Jimmy John. That's why I don't know his fucking name, so I'm gonna call him Jimmy John.
Jimmy John.
I don't give a fuck what his name is. But there you go. So now you have two aspects. So which one's the worse or evil, right? The fact that they're out of their natural habitat, or the fact that they're dying and getting extinct?
Right.
Once again, the lesser of the two evils. If you think them being in a zoo is the bigger evil, you're insane.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably reconsider how you use your brain.
Yeah, I mean, like, zoos are good to protect. Like, they're conservative in the fact that there are some animals that are just going to get killed off in the wild.
100%.
Something just
Polar
got
bears are becoming extinct.
Something just recently got killed. It was a poaching situation. Like, they killed like the last
100%.
one of something, and I was just like,
yeah, 100%.
Like,
man.
there's no going back after that, right?
No,
Although
100%.
hottest, don't worry. They're talking about they might be able to clone dinosaurs because I've seen that movie and I know how
that's great.
it ends.
Yeah, I haven't seen a movie about how that goes back. Also, what about natural habitat?
Yeah, we fucked up the entire.
100%. We're
fucked
fucking
up
disease to the planet.
Yeah.
If you want to get serious, we as humans are the fucking disease.
Yeah, we are the problem.
You tell me COVID's here killing people? Yeah, the fact that it hasn't killed more of us is fucking shocking.
Dude,
of course
I told
people. Nature itself is like, these fuckers gotta go.
Yeah.
They're
Dude, I told you like at first, like when the numbers went down pretty decently and like it looked like we might be able to reopen at some point, I was like, fuck, we did it. We did too good of a job. I'm like, not enough people died. I'm afraid for the next thing.
We're still dying. No, we're still dying. We're still going. Listen, and I've told you, like, I'm not afraid of death. If I go because of COVID, it was my time. I was the asshole. Right. Earth didn't want here. Here we go. Let's move on out. Let's get the fuck out of here. But listen, at the end of the day, yes, there are extremes to everything. But if you don't know which one's the lesser extreme out of the two, maybe you should think about it real quick. To me, anytime, like for instance, people were mad that, these all governments, not just the United States, all governments, all countries were quarantining. But yet for some reason in the United States, it's like we're the only ones doing it. So it's kind of awkward.
Well,
so people are pissed. So people are mad.
reason.
And yes, here's the thing. I'm mad too. My wife is a wedding photographer. She makes zero money this year. And that's what she does. She does photography. If it's mainly it's weddings. Sometimes she, not sometimes, but she'll do, of course, couple portraits for those weddings and stuff like that beforehand. And then she'll do senior photos. But guess what? When you have a fucking pandemic and she's very bad with her asthma, she takes a nightly inhaler that's filled with steroids to help her asthma. She, guess what, has to now unfortunately say, sorry, folks, I love you. I really want to be part of your day. I really want to take these pictures. I love what I do, but I also don't want to die. Right? Because her extreme is death, not making money. Right? So yes, are we inconvenienced because we can't go to the gym? I miss the gym. Yeah, of course I am. Are we inconvenienced because people are losing their businesses and money and jobs? 100%. But you know what else is happening? People are dying. Which one's worse? Right now, we talked about, you mentioned earlier today, you watched the story. There was people that had a party. What, 40-50% of those people plus the grandparents are in the hospital? Do I feel bad for those people? Not even a fucking ounce.
No.
Not even. I'll tell you this right now on the internet. I feel zero bad. Everybody and their mom has been telling them the fucking people are dying
Thanks
from
for hanging
the disease. Yeah, thank you. Have a good one. People are telling them people are dying. Literally telling them people are dying.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to have a party, no mask, no social distancing,
it was a surprise.
indoors.
It was a surprise party for a grown adult. It wasn't for a kid. Like it wasn't. It was for somebody who could have gone on without having a birthday party this year and lived their life without issue. But no, we got to throw a party. Blah blah blah. And then it's like they're sick. The grandparents are sick, and then they're like, what? They're upset. Like this isn't news. Yeah. This didn't just happen.
My grandparents just died. Whose fault is it? Yours and theirs.
Right.
You want me to feel bad for you?
At some point.
At
some point.
Because everybody, the whole world, not just this country, not the people that run the country, not the medical industry of this country. Every country has been telling you there's a virus. It's killing people.
Right.
You're inconvenient because you can't celebrate a birthday party?
What the?
Now you're in the hospital. Your grandparents die from this. I'm not going to feel bad for you. It's simple as that. As simple as that. If I threw a party and I didn't take into consideration that people are dying and that my wife gets sick and she dies, nobody has the right to feel bad for me. Maybe for my wife, because I was the asshole that didn't listen to her. Right? But nobody should feel bad for me. Right. I was the asshole. I'm the dick. Right? So I'm not going to feel bad for anybody. If you make your decision, you made your decision. But don't sit here and then be like, oh, poor me. No, not poor you, motherfucker. Exactly. You can't use your brain. Like,
no, cases aren't going down. Cases aren't going down, they're going up.
Yeah, right. No. Listen, we are doing better. Illinois is doing good. It is one of the better states right now. California's fucked, Texas fucked, Florida's fucked.
Because we just tomorrow, or today, I guess, enter phase 4. So today is when you can go to the gym and stuff like that, and people are going to, and then people are going to get sick, and it's like.
I'm going to go to the gym, but here's the thing. I'm going to go to the gym at midnight. My gym barely has more than 2 people at night there, so I'm not concerned. As long as I keep my distance, I don't touch my face. I'm going to bring my own towel. I ain't going to use their towels. I'm going to sanitize the shit out of everything before I use it. I'm going to sanitize it after. And it's simple. And if I have to wipe my face, I'm just going to grab my towel and wipe my face, not with my bare hand, because, that's that's just how shit's gonna work,
Right.
you know. But I do want to be in the gym, and I don't have, unfortunately, I didn't have money to invest into a home gym. If I did, I'd say fuck it. But that is what it is.
Yeah, New York.
We are
I mean, New
entering
York
phase
and New
3.
York, but
Gyms will be closed
New
here
York is
still.
New York is a microcosm. Like they had the biggest issue. So yeah, it's going to be slower, and it should be. I mean, you look at Florida.
Of
They
course,
went all
yeah,
crazy.
man.
Arizona went all crazy. Guess what? Those are
Yeah,
the
and
states
now
that
they're
are
getting
popping off
fucked.
again.
They're getting fucked right now.
Right.
Shit, they're getting
I
destroyed.
honestly, I was, yeah. The U.S.
The
broke
US
the record for.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, literally.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do
literally.
that. We do that. We break records
Well,
around here.
Florida, like for the last 5 days, has over 3,000 cases per day. Over 3,000 cases per day.
Yeah, which
Looting
is the
riots
highest they've
created
had.
a lot of issues. Of course. And we are opening up. Wait, what?
Yeah, no. No. Yeah,
Trust me.
it's-
Yeah, I know. We're opening up. Listen,
But that's the
is
thing.
it
You
an
got people.
inconvenience? It
These are
absolutely
the
is.
people that are doing. The people that are out there that are not wearing masks and they're arguing. I mean, the shit we saw today. We're pretty
Bro,
sure.
let's be real.
We're
Okay,
pretty
let's
sure
be
somebody
real.
got kicked out of Office Max because they didn't want to
Yeah,
wear masks.
pretty sure, yeah.
And 3
Here's the
fucking
thing.
squad cars. Well,
Here's the
one
thing.
squad
Here's
car
the
and 2
thing.
undercovers, motherfuckers.
Here's the thing. You and I, we were out today, right?
Right.
What do? We sanitized their hands after we left the shop, and we constantly had our masks on when we
Yep.
were in the shops, and
Believe me.
and until we got to our car.
I felt
Which
stupid. I
is-
put it on and I was like, I smelled my breakfast. I was like, damn it, I should have.
Well, I mean, yeah,
should
you
have
know,
had some gum.
it happens. It is what it. But here's the thing: we're trying to be smart about it while trying to leave our house and try get some freedom back, right? A little
Right.
bit. But at the same time, like when we went to, let's say, we went to Best Buy, right?
Right.
In Best Buy, there was nobody there.
Jesus
We
Christ,
wouldn't have.
no, there wasn't.
I wouldn't have walked in if it was slammed. I
No.
wouldn't have.
Fuck no.
If it was slammed, there was a line because there was a lady there. She was clearly waiting on people. They have a sign. You got to be 6 feet apart, and there was nobody there. There's no line. She was there. She's like, "What are you guys gonna do?" And I'm like, "We're just gonna take a look around." She's like, "Yeah, we're not busy, but we also don't have a lot of staff. So if you need anything, it might be hard to get some help." And I'm like, "We're just kind of trying to get out of the house and just take a look at a few things." But we still had our mask
It's
on. We
literally the
didn't touch-
first time I've ever been to a Best Buy
Oh,
where
yeah.
no one talked to me.
Bro, it's the first time I'm in a store in 2.5.
No, I just
3
mean in
months?
general. I
Oh, I
general.
know. Yeah,
They
yeah,
had
that's
because
true.
they didn't have
Yeah,
anyone on
nobody said a damn
computers.
thing.
They didn't have
Yeah,
anyone.
nobody
They had
said
like 2 people in cell phones.
Yeah.
2 people at the customer service counter.
There was
and
nobody
I
there,
think
dude.
2 cashiers.
And there was at least outside of us, there was probably 4 other customers.
Yeah, there was nobody in there.
Yeah,
and I
there
mean,
was
here's the
nobody
thing: should you be out shopping? Fuck no.
Here's the thing, and reality, you can order everything, so you shouldn't.
Right.
Even, we just want to get out of the house
Right.
a little bit, but we were being smart, right? We got out of there, we sanitized our hands because we did touch a phone and a laptop, so like we sanitized our hands. After that, and right before that, we were at half price. We looked at a few things and also sanitized our hands. So, trying to be as smart as possible while maybe doing some of that shit.
The economic impact is huge. The economic impact
Yeah,
is huge.
it's
Dude,
huge,
there's so
man.
many
It's
things have closed around here.
massive.
I meant to send you a picture after we parted ways. I went to that coffee shop we were talking about in Schaumburg. They gone.
Oh
They-
yeah,
they
100%. I
gone.
believe it. Well,
'Cause
remember,
of
the
course
coffee
they
shop
are.
beforehand closed pretty quickly, and we were perfectly. There was no pandemic at the time.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, but it's just
They
like
just weren't
stuff.
getting business.
Yeah. Stuff is closing. Stuff, and it's just
Of
like
course it
anybody that was on the border, that was like teetering, that was like a good month and a bad month meant something.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
people are gone. Yeah, those people are unfortunately gone. And here's the thing: I don't wish
Oh,
that
yeah,
upon
yeah,
anybody. I don't.
Yeah, 40% of the jobs that are lost aren't expected to come back. I fully believe that because
Oh yeah. yeah.
everybody's like, oh, when is it going to get back to normal? Bitch, never. There
Well,
is
first
like,
of all, right. First of all,
shit's
there'll
not gonna
never be a
happen.
real normal because a lot of shit that you're used to going to probably isn't going to be there anymore.
Right.
So, if you know a mom and pop shop that you used to love, guess what? That normal's gone because that most likely is not there
Right.
anymore. So, an actual normal back to what it was won't be there. But I mean, there will be a normal, just not everything's going to be back the same.
it's
So-
going to be a new normal.
But
'cause shit's gonna be
when
different.
are
I
you
feel
going
like
to
they're
be
still
able
gonna-
to live a normal life again? When there's a fucking cure.
when there's a vaccine or a cure? Yeah.
Because otherwise, the shit ain't going away.
Right.
Until there's an
That's
actual
really all it
cure
is.
to get rid of this or a vaccine, right, to help it, it ain't going.
Right.
It ain't leaving.
But that's the thing. The people that are out there, they're single-minded and they don't do research. So right, that's the thing. This is what I was going to mention earlier. Hold on, let me put up the Firefox again. somebody posted this earlier today. This dude he's a comic book dude that I'm friends with, and
I'll feel safe when concerts and sporting events are commonplace.
Right.
I mean, and that's not going to be a commonplace for a while.
Yeah.
It just won't.
So
But I agree. Yeah, once like organizations and governments are like, yeah, we can have a concert, then yeah, that's when shit's kind of getting back to normal.
Right.
But once again, we won't see that until there's a vaccine or a cure.
So this article basically implies that that AOC and her crew, or whatever they call themselves, were attacking homeowners, basically saying that, like, they're, what does it say? Saying that they are hurting people that can't afford to own land. And this is heavily edited. Like, this video is heavily edited. And then this says the Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota at the same time introduced a bill that would strip property rights from Americans. It's called the Rent and Mortgage Cancellation Act, which is a socialist dream, right? And I was just like, that sounds really dark. So I looked up the fucking bill. One fucking click. Literally right click, search, and here it is.
Allie's like stupid.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it says the bill suspends rental mortgage payments for primary residences for a period of time until 30 days after the termination of the federal emergency declaration. The Department of Housing and Urban Development must establish funds to reimburse lessors and lenders for payments suspended. So that means the people that like the mortgage company would get paid for the shit that they...
I can't believe the socialist, I'm sorry, is it Elam? Is that the name, Elam? What do you think you are, a journalist? I wish he was, because at least he's doing their job for them.
I was just like,
on the government website what the actual bill is.
I didn't even research it. I highlighted the name of the bill. I right-clicked, I hit search, and I clicked the first link. Literally 2 clicks, and I found the literal truth. And I'm just like, where does this strip
yeah,
rights?
Major News works, man. Yeah, that's why I don't watch him.
And that wasn't even a major.
I watch Philip DeFranco. That's all the news
side.
I get. He gives me all the information, and I make up my own goddamn mind. And that's it.
And that's also the flip side, is that wasn't even a major. Like, people who have extremist thoughts. Is the Hill really? Okay, I don't know. I've never heard of them. But okay, so the Hill, and then you have people like this Red Right Daily or whatever the fuck it was called.
Whatever.
That's like some bullshit. Yeah. I knew it was the Hill. I just didn't know if it was a big thing. We don't really do mainstream media.
We don't. Yeah, sorry, we don't. We don't watch them.
And it was just like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, people like seek these sources out. They seek shit out that just makes them feel right.
Yeah,
they don't seek
100%.
The truth. They seek shit
once
to
again,
prove what they're saying.
It goes back to the headlines, right? The headlines have to get you to click on it, and none of it is true.
Yep, 100%. That's
why.
True.
And ironically, I said that. That's why, going back to President Trump, this motherfucker literally lied to the citizens of the United States on how by mail voting would work. Twitter had to actually give him a link to why he was wrong.
Mad about that.
And then he was so upset about it, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I'm just like, sorry that they fact checked you, homie. Is it that
there is a big mail voter fraud? Yeah, huge.
Yeah, huge.
Insanely it's huge. Just that it's not like there's entire states that have nearly 100% mail-in voters with no fraud. It's like,
I mean,
that's the thing. It's not. There's not a lot of mail voter fraud. That's the thing, is all the studies have shown that there really isn't. There's a lot of talk about it. Like, they talk about it, but it's like, I think for the last let me see if I can find it. For the last 3 or 4 elections, it's been like less than 1%.
You want to talk about fraud? What's happening with Florida every time we got to do a recount with them? They're not doing any mail-in voting. And yet every fucking time we have to recount with those fuckers because something's going on. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. There's fraud going on every day. This shit's fucking stupid.
I'm trying to think. There we go.
All right, man.
Hold on.
Hurry up so we can move on to the next. We got a lot to talk about.
That's fair. I don't know, whatever.
I ain't got all night over
Regardless, they're doing it. Yeah, and I did see an article regarding New Jersey. But Yeah, it's not as big of a thing. Even if it was 3%, it's not election tilting numbers. You know, that's the thing.
I just,
it's
honest to
just
God,
not.
I just don't understand. Everybody that has a social security number just goes on a website, logs in with that social security identification, and fucking votes.
I mean, like someone could find that information. First of all, second of all, like.
But yeah, but if it's
they're-
encrypted, like, dude, two-factor fucking authentication, get that shit done, you win, bitch. Nobody give it through. The fuck?
Right,
I don't have
but
to
that's-
teach you basic security measures.
But
I'm
listen,
not even
but
a fucking security technician or some shit.
But they don't.
It's
That's the
common
thing.
sense.
They don't check for citizenship. They don't check for citizenship. Like when you go vote in Illinois, the first time I went like regularly,
Bro,
I was
you wanna
like,
get serious
I was
about
like, what's
voting
up?
right
And
now?
they were
You wanna
like,
talk about voting?
no, we don't need to check your ID. I was like, wait, what?
You want to go into voting? You want to go deep? You want to do this? This will
No.
be like hours of
No,
conversation.
I don't want.
'Cause I'll
I
go
don't want to
fucking
go
into it.
I don't want to go into it.
Because that's a whole different. That should be a podcast
Yeah.
on its own.
No,
because-
100%. We should. We'll do that. We'll get into voting.
Because we could talk about fucking
All right,
this
let me-
government and
since
voting.
I don't know why-
all that bullshit.
We're gonna tilt and pivot out of the heavy subjects here.
The heavy
since
subjects.
I put it on the thumbnail, I want to talk about the new Adobe bullshit ass design language, and I would like to demonstrate.
Yeah.
if
Why
I
don't you talk
can.
to me about that? Let's see.
hold
I don't
on.
know. I saw that on the list. I just wasn't
I'm
sure what you
gonna-
were talking about.
I'm gonna just literally.
I mean,
take
let's
a
be fair.
screenshot here.
Shit! Did you just screw the stream? There we go. We're
No,
back.
no, no.
We're back.
No, yeah, I was taking a screenshot. I wasn't sure what it was gonna do. To be fair.
Let's be real though. Adobe's updates are horrific. I mean, 90% of the time
Dude,
they
seriously.
fuck something up.
My OBS videos were not being translated. Like I'd put it in, it would
Right,
just
right.
freeze until it did it. So
Bro.
these 2-hour fucking podcasts would just not work. It'd crash out.
Right.
So I'd had to transcode beforehand, which was fucking annoying. They
That
finally
shit's
fixed
dumb.
that, but now they put out this whole new thing, and now it's all about collaboration and all this other shit, and all the fucking icons are different. They all look like fucking cell phone icons, and that shit pisses me off.
Ollie, dude, the only reason I haven't switched, man, is because I'm invested into transitions in the damn software. Otherwise, if those transitions worked in other software like DaVinci or HitFilm, I would 100% use those
Yeah.
instead. But it is what it is at the current moment.
Right. I mean, I feel you. And
Yeah.
yeah, now all of their stuff is now about, like I said, about creativity and design. Where are all the... I hate their website, honestly. It's just like trying to get you to do shit.
Collaborate on our cloud. My work is under NDA. True facts. I kind of don't want it on
That's
your cloud.
fair. That's fair. That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
Kind of don't want it up there.
So let's see if it shows. Yeah, so they have this dumbass new Photoshop icon, and I was so
Do we
pissed off.
experience crashes, bro? Every half hour to an hour, I have to close and reopen it because my shit says it like can't render the image and it won't do anything. So I have to.
Premiere,
shit.
I will say,
And this
Premiere
is
has gotten better.
and this is a fresh install. I just built this system.
Yeah.
This is a fresh install of Windows and Adobe.
Premiere
And trust me, I have the fucking hardware to support Adobe.
right?
64 gigs of RAM, 12 core, 24 thread processor.
You
I got 8
cannot-
gigs of memory on my graphics card. Like, bro,
I feel bad for anyone. I feel bad for
Get
anyone
fucked
trying to
outta
run
here.
Adobe on 8 gigs.
Get
Trying to
the
run
fuck
Adobe
outta
on
here,
8
bro.
gigs is insane.
Dude, it doesn't even want to run on 8 gigs. It just like fuck you. That's what it says.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's
go fuck you.
And it's funny because you have all these people that are like, oh, Mac heads, and they're like, oh, buy a Mac. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, and I'm like, that's not enough.
Oh, here's the
It's
thing.
not
here's
enough
the
for
thing.
Photoshop.
Yes,
It's
yes,
not
yes,
enough
yes,
for
yes, yes, yes.
Illustrator. Like,
Here's the thing. Yes, 100%. Get a Mac with the 8 gigs of RAM if you just want to use Final Cut Pro. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want, that software is calibrated to their system to where it works efficiently with Mac.
right.
If that's what you
wanna
want to
if you
be
wanna run
tied
Apple
to and
software,
stay there.
If you want to run Apple software, there's nothing wrong with it.
But otherwise, outside of
did,
Apple, that's a horrible suggestion.
dude, on that 2012 MacBook Pro, I did editing video, and guess what? It's fine. There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with it if you work in iMovie or Final Cut.
Correct. Yeah.
Premiere hates that fucking laptop.
Yeah, we have 64 gig 9900K systems still have issues. Yep, same
Yeah,
here,
dude,
man.
it's insane.
I got the Ryzen 3900X, which is a 12 threads or 12 core 24 thread processor with 3.2 or 3.4 gigahertz, and then it turbochargers to whatever. And I have 64 gigs of 3200 megahertz RAM, and I'm running on SSD. And I my video card. Oh man, I'm getting
right
sick.
Don't do it.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't
And
do
my
it.
video card has 8 gigs of VRAM on it. Yes, it's an AMD card, so not necessarily the best choice, but regardless, it's everything that's the hardware is
shut
there. Adobe just sucks at their job at fucking how much money they make for them to always every time release an update with an issue is astonishing. Astonishing.
Dude, it blows my mind.
Final Cut workflow on a 5K iMac, yeah, 100%. Final Cut is literally designed to work the best possible.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
With Mac.
It's the same. It's honestly, it was funny. It was funny. I laughed at this because I was telling someone to use Safari on their Mac because they were like, "Oh, my battery dies, but I use Chrome," and I was like, "Well, yeah."
Yeah, because it's not built
Right.
to properly
And I was
operate
like,
with
use
macOS.
Safari because like they optimize Safari for their shit. And then one day I had a Windows 10.
Correct, Ali. They don't.
Exactly.
They don't have proper optimization.
Because
They
I was
suck at that.
using a Windows 10 Dell laptop or tablet or whatever, and I switched to Chrome, and it was like, "Are you fucking sure? Because it'll run better, and you'll have better battery life if you stick to Edge." And I was like,
right.
"Fucking thank you."
Yeah. No, that's the problem. That's the issue. People need a pop-up that tells them, hey, stupid, listen, I know you think you know better, but this shit was designed to work best with this. Are you sure you want to not work the best?
Right. And people don't get that.
They just need a big prompt anytime somebody decides to do something that they shouldn't be doing. Be like, do you understand what you're doing? Because here's why you should.
Sure? Are you
Hit
sure?
okay, and we're done with this, and I don't want to hear complaints.
Right.
Because that's what it should be like. I
Right.
mean, it's fucking crazy how many people do something. They're like, why isn't it working right? Why is my battery draining so fast? Because you're doing everything that is not supported or properly optimized for that system. Are you crazy? Why do you think? But the problem is people. That's the thing, man. Like shit that's simple to understand. It's like we don't have that anymore. That simplicity of understanding shit is no longer there.
Real
Like
talk.
just once again, I mean, we go back to this. We say this all the time. Common sense ain't there, and that's scary to me. I don't want to live in a world where I have to say that, where I say that common sense is not a thing. That's fucking scary. Dojo Cat Raid. Oh boy, here we go.
What's up?
We got it. Oh, hello. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. We talk about all kinds of subjects. Right now, we're talking about Adobe and their updates and how horrible they are and stuff. So, I mean, I don't think you ever got into, but
so what they did. So
what did they do?
The last like 3-4 updates that they've done, every time they update their little splash screen, and this time when the whole world, the entire world is going dark mode. Windows went dark mode. Mac OS went dark.
I love dark mode.
Everybody's going dark mode. Adobe comes out with their new software, and they're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do big white splash screens.
Yeah, not dark mode.
I was like, what the fuck
what
are you
is this
doing?
about? Well, there's a few topics. We already talked about a lot of political stuff. We're moving on to Adobe updates, and then we're going to go into the movie stuff. But this is called Tangents, so we just kind of go into everything during those
all
topics.
over the place. Yeah.
So welcome to Tangents.
Welcome to the experience.
Welcome to the. Oh, and by the way, it is 17 plus. If you move your cursor and you see it says 17 plus, that's because we do use languages that are not appropriate.
We cussing around here.
For people that can't.
The kiddos.
If that means young people.
Dude,
or
what
just
happened to Common Sense
older people
Adobe
that
for
can't handle.
sure? Look at it. Look at it this way. They updated.
I don't know, man.
They updated Lightroom and people hated it so universally that they were like, no, for real though, here's the old one, you can still use it.
yeah, because sometimes you gotta make a big fucking racket for them to realize, hey, you're not right, like you're making a bad choice.
And it's just like to this day they're like, oh, with the photography one, you get Lightroom Classic, and it's like I shouldn't have to that shouldn't be a feature. I should just be able to use the fucking software.
Bro, so there's 3 people, one person is in chat and 2 are on this video. Ali, me, and you, we always experience issues with Adobe even though we have hardware to back it up. How screwed up is that?
Yeah. Dude.
Like That's so fucked up. Like, how are you making that much money? I mean, you're the people in the industry that created this platform where you just get shit ton of money per month, and you're still fucking
Right,
up.
that's the thing. People are paying monthly for this. Monthly.
Bro, you get money up the asshole, and somehow you're fucking up. No wonder people want to leave your ass.
And that's the thing. I will say, I feel like the whole concept, the whole, like,
we pay a premium and they shit on us.
I feel like the
Absolutely,
whole
100%.
concept, everybody's frustration with it, has spawned some really, really cool shit in like the open source market. Like Krita, as for the flaws that it has, because it is an open source project, it's just like somebody's doing it on the side.
Yeah,
it's a decent Photoshop alternative, like a really decent Photoshop alternative.
I will 100% go to HitFilm every time. The free version of HitFilm is amazing.
Dude, you can do tons of stuff.
Free
tons of stuff
is insane.
Yeah.
The fact that it's free, even DaVinci free version has so much shit available. It's absurd.
Tons.
Absurd.
And that's like a growing,
makes me want to pay the
community.
$300 single fee. What is it, like $360 or so? Single fee to have the full version. I'll pay that in a fucking instant if this is what you're gonna give me for free.
Right.
Fuck.
And here's the thing: if Adobe was $360, if Adobe, let's say the whole Adobe suite was $400 a year, but that's which is essentially what you're paying. You're paying about $350 or whatever.
Right.
If they were just like, here, you can just have the software for $400, but no, when you buy it before the subscription model, it was like $1,600.
$1,600, bro.
Like,
it was,
and that's
absurd.
why they went to this, because they wanted more money.
Of course, yeah.
They wanted more money from people, because a lot of people were bootlegging. I'm not going to lie to you. I used to bootleg Adobe.
Like I told Ellie, honest to God, if I wasn't so stuck on fucking transitions, and I don't want to learn new transitions and stuff like, and find new transitions,
tools and everything.
I would have left Adobe fucking years ago,
dude.
But,
I mean that free.
But I purchased some transitions which are awesome. I love them, and then on top of that, I got other ones that like people like make and they just give it to you, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, fuck, I don't wanna try to find this for a different software. I mean, that's the only reason they have me.
And it's also on top of that, it's also like familiarity, right? I worked in Final Cut. To me, the Final Cut shortcuts don't make sense. Like, they're just like, I'm like, why would you use? Oh, I know. Like, why is it this button instead of this button?
I know. I tried.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, this is hurting my brain, dude.
Like but like, it's a great tool.
I'm sure it's great.
Final Cut is great,
and
it's got a ton of really good shit built in.
Yeah.
But like 100%. At the same time, like, you got to get used to it. You essentially have to cut cold turkey.
Listen, if
there is no like
this way,
kind of.
I'm done with this subject. I just want to say this. If you're in the creative industry and you need to edit videos and you haven't picked the software yet, please do yourself a favor. Look at DaVinci and look at HitFilm.
100%.
There's a few other ones, but those are the two very favorite ones that offer significant things with their free version. And if that
Wondershare, Filmora,
and Wondershare, and if that doesn't encourage you to purchase their paid version, like, you still have a free version that does a lot.
Yeah,
so
a ton.
If you haven't started, I highly recommend trying those. They're free and they're amazing.
Definitely. So speaking of the creative industry and movies,
well, listen,
first, real quick, before we get to the big one,
hold on. I know. Just can I say something?
Go
Whoever didn't watch last week's podcast, I just want to mention one more time, just so everybody's aware that I have to say this. I have to say this until somebody catches on and tells them they're fucking up. I'm a big DC fan. I love DC characters. I love Batman. I actually love the Zack Snyder movies. I love Man of Steel. I love Batman v Superman. I love fucking Justice League, even though Zack Snyder didn't fully finish that movie. And I will watch the Snyder Cut at some point. Here's the thing, though. WB, Warner Brothers, HBO, DC, you guys are fucking stupid. You don't know what you're doing. Communicate with your audience and also figure out this fucking streaming bullshit where you don't know which streaming you're going to fucking stick with. God damn it, I had to say it again.
Okay.
I know that was last stream, but
that's
I had
fair.
to say it.
And we'll get back to the Snyder Cut in a second.
God damn
the first thing I want to touch on is Jason Blum has no plans to restart the Dark Universe despite Invisible Man's success.
I'm not surprised.
Of course he doesn't, because The Mummy didn't do well. Essentially,
here's the thing: The Mummy did well, just not as well as they wanted
it didn't.
It
didn't
especially
do,
with the name Tom Cruise.
It didn't do summer blockbuster money. It didn't do cinematic universe money.
It didn't do Mission Impossible stuff.
Yeah, it didn't do cinematic. Exactly, like Mission Impossible is a cinematic universe. You could make 1,000 fucking Mission Impossible movies. They'll
I'm
probably
gonna
all
see
make
the
money.
next one, motherfucker. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna
But-
watch that shit till I die.
But if they had,
You keep making them, Tom Cruise.
The problem
I don't give a shit if you're a robot and you make them. I'll watch them.
The problem, I think, is that they abandoned the Dracula movie, which was good. I really liked it.
Such a good movie. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That was a good fucking flick.
They abandoned that, and then the Mummy came out, and the Mummy was good. It wasn't great.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I like Dracula way more.
I like Dracula way more, but I
more.
did enjoy Russell Crowe's character in there. If anybody hasn't watched it,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I don't care.
Jekyll Hyde,
but
outstanding.
I loved it.
Outstanding.
What they were developing with that universe
Yeah.
was great. But yeah, damn shame. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm not surprised. Of course, he said they're not interested because why should they put themselves in that?
Right.
Let's say they say, "Oh yeah, we're going to continue." Now they've put themselves in this thing where their audience is going to be like, "Well, shit, I can't wait till the next one comes out," so it's tied in. But then they change their mind. No, this way,
Right.
hey, we're going to make horror movies, but they're not going to be a big, gigantic universe like we originally wanted.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing
but
wrong with that.
that's why Invisible Man made money.
However,
That's why it made money.
however, I will not accept them not in which they are, but Godzilla versus King Kong, that shit's happening. They're not
That's already
stopping
done.
that shit.
That's already done.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, I'm not accepting nothing
I'm
else.
like, that's already done.
I will
That's
go to
happening.
that studio. I'll be like, listen, you motherfuckers, we're seeing that shit on the screen.
I was gonna say that's already
No,
filmed.
I know,
That's in post.
I know. But still, regardless. Well, because, like, Kong didn't have a... I don't know why. Like, Kong
I don't think
was
I saw it
actually
yet.
Good. I have it. Well, you know, we can watch it and whatever. But it's good. Like, Samuel L. Jackson did his thing.
Right.
Like, the fucking visuals were great. The acting is good. The story is a Kong story like any other fucking Kong story. I don't know what the fucking problem is, except they acknowledge the fact that there are other beasts, which then puts it into this category of Godzilla. So it works. It makes
Yeah,
sense. I don't know why
makes sense
people
to me.
hated it so badly. Like, people were like giving, but then again, people just hate shit. It's like,
It's true.
unless, like, once again, it started in like fucking 2015 or whatever. But unless you hate, you're wrong. Like, it's fucking weird. It's like, if you like it, you're like,
Even the stuff
you
that
ain't
people
right.
went to see, even the stuff that made $1 billion, people still hated on it. And I'm like, it
Oh,
made
I
$1
know,
billion.
so badly.
Like, I
Yeah,
think you're
yeah.
wrong.
yeah, so badly.
I think you're wrong if it made $1 billion and you're still
100%.
hating on it. I think you're just hating to
100%.
hate. I mean, like,
100%.
look at it like what was it? What was the Avatar? Not
How many
not the Last Airbender,
how many
but like
people are watching?
Avatar.
'Cause, we're real quick. How many people are watching?
4
I wanna
right
ask a question. 4? All right, 4 people in the chat. Who's seen the latest Star Wars movie?
I haven't.
Say
so
say yes.
keep the
Say yes.
spoilers
Please
down.
say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. You've seen the latest Star Wars. I just watched it. I just watched it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, the
no,
most
the Ray
recent.
one. Yes, the most recent one that they finished off with Ray. Yeah, I've seen it. Okay.
Pappy, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Allie hasn't yet. I think so. Okay. They finished it. They
Okay.
kind of they not kind of.
People hate that
So
movie.
here's the thing. People hate the movie.
Hate
Here's
it.
the thing. I don't know what they're watching, right? But it's the same fucking movie from the 70s or 80s. Whenever they finished the original trilogy, it has the same concept.
Return of
it
the
has
Jedi?
the same ending. It has better writing, better visuals. These are facts. I'm not fucking delusional. They're better writing from the 80s because that's just how shit works. They get better. They write it better. The lines are better because one line that I remember in that original ending movie, whatever the fuck the name is, Han Solo says, "We gotta get inside. The control panel's right there." Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can fucking see that. Like, that was a line in that movie. I'm already telling you why this movie is written better. Like, that line was not in the new movie because nobody's that dumb. Like, this guy's supposed to be the fucking hacker that's supposed to get in, and Han Solo's telling him where the fucking control panel is. It's right in front of him. Yeah, of course it's right there, Han Solo. Like, visuals is better, acting is better, its fucking storytelling was better. Well, it was the same in the storytelling because, like I said, it's basically like similar movie, but the lines are better. So overall, it's a better movie. Now, if you just didn't connect with it for some reason because in the 80s you were young and that just fucking simmered in your fucking belly and you can't get over it, that's your problem. Otherwise, this subjectively is a better movie. Like, if you actually look at it and you look at all the characteristics of what make a movie,
Did you mean
this is a better movie.
objectively? Did you mean
Objectively? I meant objectively. Whatever. I'm fucking bro. I wasn't born in this country. I can say wrong shit. I can say wrong shit. Answer me this: the people that are born in this country, how come they get to say shit wrong?
I got nothing.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Mic drop.
I got nothing. All right. So The last subject here that we're going to touch on is the rumor. Well, first we're going to address like the silly rumor. The silly rumor is that
nobody gives a fuck.
Ryan Reynolds is going to be back as the Green Lantern.
Yeah, nobody gives. Listen, first of all, if he is, it's going to be by mention, or it's. Listen, is it possible that Zack Snyder got Ryan Reynolds to do a quick 2-minute cameo?
Right.
Sure, it's fucking 100% possible.
Yeah.
But that's all it is. It's a 2-minute cameo, and it's saying that he's off-world. I guarantee you that's what it's saying.
And I'm fine with that. If they say that movie happened, it's part of this universe, and Hal's off-world. Here's Jon Stewart.
Bro, I've told you
literally
this. I already told you this. Ryan Reynolds, nor almost all the other characters in that movie weren't the issue, nor the actors.
No.
The characters and the actors were not the issue.
Nope.
What was the issue is there was this giant cloud like in the Fantastic Four that was coming up to fucking take on Earth. It shouldn't have been a cloud. God damn it.
The best thing that covers that.
The suit makes sense to me, right? It's
the
from
suit
the
wasn't
brain.
bad.
It's imagination, like it had shit running. Makes sense. Galactic, like it just makes sense.
Yeah, no, it was a giant fart. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was a little giant fart.
Yeah, it was a giant fart.
That's my problem with the movie. Nothing else. Everything else is
it was
fine.
the best take on the whole cloud thing is the
It's a fart.
is
a fart. It's an angry fart coming to Earth. It's gonna stink us all out.
the movie pitch guy. I forget what the
Screen Rant. That guy. It's kind of funny.
He did a really good one for Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, and a good one for Green Lantern. So
it's just fucking goddamn it. Yeah, gas,
gas,
cloud,
exactly.
whatever.
It's
Yeah,
cloud.
whatever.
Nice.
It was gas. Yeah, literally, it's gas.
Nice.
Fucking got out of the prison, took a good fart, and gas came out.
So that came out of nowhere. That one came out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay, that one came out of nowhere.
But then for the last 3-4 days.
This
hardcore all over the internet. And I'm sure this goes back to some single article somewhere.
This is crazy. The silent ones are
I'm just gonna get real close here.
They are pretty deadly.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, bro.
Keaton.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Is supposed to reprise his role as Batman for the Flash movie.
Can I say something?
That's supposed to be a multi-picture deal. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Can I say something? Go
ahead.
One, it being listen, WB, once again, they don't communicate with their audience, so they're not going to acknowledge anything. They're not even going to tell you anything. Shit. They're not even going to tell you about the movie until the trailer is ready. Period. This is what they do. They're shit.
True.
They suck at communication.
It's true.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Here's the thing.
He's 68.
You're right. He is old. He's old as fuck.
So he's not Batman. Here's
the thing.
He's retired Batman.
Here's the thing. He is going to be in there. Okay. I'm just letting you know. These are facts. This is just common fucking sense. I know this. This is going to happen. You can quote me on it. Here we go. He's going to be in there. No, it's not a multi-picture fucking contract because that's idiotic.
It's going to be Flash is going to be running.
Even WB is a fucking dumbasses, but they're not going to fucking give that man a multi-million-dollar contract to come back for multiple movies for nothing.
No.
Like, he doesn't make sense to the universe. What's going to happen is, like you just said, Flash is going to be running and Flash Michael Keaton by.
Yep. He's going to see other realities.
Because if you're confused, the internet, if you're confused, all these people that are fucking running with the story, Batman's dad is Dean Morgan. In fact, will be Batman.
Here's the thing.
Because I don't know if you know Flashpoint. I don't know if you know Flashpoint. You don't even have to read the comic. Let me save you some trouble. Watch the fucking animated movie.
Yeah.
Batman's dad is Batman in Flashpoint.
Yeah. But listen.
I know.
Here's what I think happened. Because here's the order of events. Let's say
that's so true.
Let's say Monday morning I wake up, I scroll through my news, and it says, what is it? Jeffrey Dean Morgan talks to play Batman for Flash movie, right? Monday. Monday afternoon, that news disappears because now we're talking about Michael Keaton might be back as Batman. Literally, I think the Michael Keaton news was doctored, just created to bury the actual truth. Because I literally have not seen anyone mention Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Listen, I mean, they would have to be stupid to not use Jeffrey Dean Morgan because he is the dad.
Yeah, it
And
makes
he
sense.
would be, and in all reality,
He'd be
he's
a
a
great Batman.
very good actor.
Yeah.
He would be a great Papa Wayne fucking Batman. He would be great.
No, Ilum, I feel you on that, but if that were true, then we would have had a better Cable. Now, I think Cable was good. I think he did a good job. But the guy that was in Avatar,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed the comment because all I'm seeing is celebs
he
now
said,
need a social
yes,
media campaign
he's
to
saying
get roles.
he's saying celebs on social media need a social media campaign to get a role.
Right.
And I would agree with that if, and only if, Stephen Lang had been our Cable, because Stephen Lang had a real campaign to play Cable, and he looked.
Listen,
perfect.
man. I'm a Josh Brolin fan.
He did a good job.
I don't.
We got a
I
good
don't give
Cable.
a fuck who you are. You look at listen. His Old Boy got a fucking really bad hit because people are like, stop remaking fucking these movies. No, bitch, I don't watch subtitles, so I'm happy they're making a movie for me, right? It wasn't maybe 100% true to the original, but guess what? I enjoyed the shit out of it, and that was a crazy story. That man can act. That man does everything he needs to do for a role. He changes his physique. He does everything. In that movie, he had a gut, legit, no fucking around. He had a gut, and then he lost that gut to get a six-pack, all for that movie. He did that because he takes his fucking roles seriously. What's up, J that kid? And listen.
So
but,
we could have had
but
that.
this man right here.
He
look
already
at that man.
looks
That's
the
Cable.
role.
I'm looking at that man. That's real life Cable right
already
there.
looks the role. And I
He
think
already look. He's got the hair. He's got everything.
I feel like he could have done a great job. I think, like I said, I think we got a good Cable.
We did. We got a great Cable. Don't get me wrong. We got a great Cable. He did a great job. Keanu Reeves does the same for John Wick. Oh, John Wick's pretty good, man. I like John Wick.
John Wick's an incredible series of movies.
I love it. Listen, people give Keanu Reeves crap because they always see him as Ted.
Whoa.
Bill. Which one is he? Ted? He's Ted. He's Ted.
They're doing a new movie.
I know they are.
I literally
they're
don't
doing
know.
a new
I
one.
literally
Who the
don't
fuck
know
cares?
who he is.
Give it to them. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it. Who cares? I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with it. But they always give him shit for that because whoa, that's all they see. Like even when he was doing Matrix, like it's the guy that does whoa, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, he stole my heart in fucking Matrix.
He's doing Matrix 4 too.
Even Will Smith said I was up for that role, and now after watching Keanu Reeves do it, he's like, I don't think anybody else should have done it. Like even he said, I love Will Smith. Fuck, if Will Smith had that role, I would have been all up on that shit. Are you kidding me? Will Smith's my boy.
I hope Keanu does do a cyberpunk movie.
I hope so too, man.
That game's still not out, is it?
Because he came out to announce Cyberpunk. He was there. His character's in the game. So I would like him to see them. I would love to see him do the movie. I would love. Are you kidding me? I love cyberpunk style shit. So if he was in a movie that demonstrated that, I would be in love. I would be in love. I would be super happy.
Yeah. It got pushed back. Of course it got pushed back.
Well, of course it got pushed back. Everything got pushed back. Speaking of cyberpunk kind of style stuff and shit being pushed back, I wonder what's happening with my Cowboy Bebop series.
It's still moving forward.
Is it moving forward?
I just saw some news recently. They were talking about Cowboy Bebop.
I have yet to see a great game movie crossover. Ilum, listen, man. Or I'm sorry, I said man, but I mean that could be a female. I apologize. I don't know. I just threw out what was in my head, so I apologize.
He's a dog.
Or he's a dog. On my bad. It's a dog. It's a dog. I can't even argue against that. It's a dog talking to me, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. I personally believe, and you can argue with me on this all you want.
Let's hear it.
A great crossover movie / game movie, 100%. The new Tomb Raider.
Incredible.
Argue with me.
Fucking incredible.
Played like the game. It felt amazing.
Dude.
It was perfect.
It had really good pacing.
Perfect.
It had, there was a moment, right, when she gets captured, and I was like, fuck, we're going to do this for 20 minutes now, and then, not at all.
It just went. Just went, dude.
And I was like,
just
shit, this is
followed
fucking
a good pace. It was adventurous. Dude. Literally, the jumping and stuff was like the game.
Dude.
It
It was real talk. It was real
everything,
talk.
everything I needed out of a game movie. And I, honestly, honest to God, I know this is controversial. People are gonna argue with me against this, but I actually liked Assassin's Creed.
Really?
I had no problems with Assassin's Creed. Not a goddamn
I
problem.
liked Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed was a good game movie. I know it wasn't. Here's the thing: when they built that movie, they said it wasn't going to follow the story. This is their story. It wasn't going to follow the original story from the game. So
I think that's his hair.
I
think that's the hair from the show.
Which that's not horrible.
No,
that's not horrible. The fro I saw before was a little weird.
Come on, IGN.
Oh, that's come on, IGN.
Thanks, IGN.
Are you, dude? Cancel your blocker. Cancel your block. Don't be a dick. That's why it's not playing.
All right, fine.
Come on, bro. Come on. You're supposed to support creators. What's this blocking shit?
Was that it? No.
No, it wasn't. See,
no.
Fucking come on.
This shit is broken.
What the fuck you doing over here?
Let's see. Maybe I can watch it on Twitter.
Maybe you can go on the Twitter. But I saw something. Man, I enjoyed the Assassin's Creed movie. But if you want an honest to God, if you want a legit good game movie, the new Tomb Raider nailed it.
Fantastic.
They did a great job. And honestly, I'll even argue this: you want a great anime to live action transition.
Where are you going?
Oh, you know where I'm going. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Hold on. Anime to live action? I'm trying to think.
Anime to live action. Come on, bro. You and me, Dan, Sorrow, we all agree on this. Come on. It's scene for scene, bro. Let's be real. It's pretty much scene for scene.
Hold on. I'm blanking. I'm completely
Come on, dude. No, not the Last Airbender. That was fucking awful.
Fuck out of here.
Dude, honest to God, I was like, stop. I was telling this when that movie came out and people were hating. I was like, guys, stop fucking hating. Stop fucking hating. Then I finally watched it on Netflix. I never even watched it in the theater. I wanted to, but I didn't get the chance to go. And I started watching it on Netflix, and I was like, wait, hold on. 3 Earthbenders or 5 Earthbenders to pick up a pebble? The fuck is this?
Yeah.
The fuck? Like, this would have been a great movie. The problem is he rushed it. He needed to make it longer. The show is 4 books. He needed to make it right. He needed to follow the story the way it should have, and he should have expanded on it. And the graphics could have been like, I loved how, like, the fact that they couldn't say Aang, they were saying Ang. Like, how you fuck that up? They said it in the fucking anime right.
Right.
Just take it how it said. What the fuck's wrong with you?
But didn't they at some point say it right? And then they stopped.
I think they did. I think they did. Yeah. I just don't want to talk about it. No, that's not it. You want me to say it because you can't remember? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Ghost in the Shell. Best fucking... Come on. Get on me.
Yeah.
Get on me.
Here's the thing. Everybody...
Get on me. Get on me right now. Right now. Hands down. Damn right. Hands down.
Bro.
Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell live action was perfect. People are like, oh, you're whitewashing. She should be Asian. You know what? If you watch the movie, there's a fucking good explanation for that. Come at me. Dude, I watched Ghost in the Shell live action come straight from the fucking anime. Scene for scene. When she's tearing apart that giant robot in her fucking arms, swelling up and shit, it's literally scene for scene. Dude, the fact that people sit here and complain there's not enough female roles, there's not enough this, but then you don't fucking go support it when they're there.
Oh, no, hold on.
You are fucking hypocrite.
Hold on. I think you're forgetting, sir. I think you're forgetting one other better animated movie transition.
Oh, there's a better one? Then Ghost in the Shell? Come on, bro. Come on. Come at me. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I'm ready.
Alita, motherfucker?
Oh, my God. You're right.
Alita
was fucking good. How did I forget that?
Alita.
Bro, I put them on the same pedestal, though. I think they're tied. I think they're up there, bro.
Alita was so much better.
No. I think acting was very good on both. I think visuals was extremely good on both. I have no issues with visuals on fucking Ghost in the Shell. Not one.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, but Alita was just like next level. I think it's just technically it's better. It has more technicality to the CG. I think it's better.
I mean, sure, yeah, absolutely.
I feel like
I think they're both right there.
I think they're very good.
It's hard to compare. For me, it would be hard for me to decide which one's number one.
I was blown away. I didn't realize that it was Ed Norton as the bad guy until the literal last fucking scene, and I was just like,
I don't know.
I was like, I need a sequel.
I don't know how you did. You just don't pay attention like I do, homie.
I didn't see it.
I'm not even trying to act.
I
just as soon as I saw it, I was like, dude, that's my boy. That's my boy. They got to make part 2. I know both the director
I mean, Cameron wants to, of course. People are fighting for it. People are fighting
Yeah,
for
100%. But I know they said because well, Fox owned it, but Disney bought Fox.
Disney bought it.
And after they bought Fox, what is it? James Cameron and the director, what is it? Rodriguez. I can't remember the director's name, but they, from what I understand, either James Cameron or they both said, we don't care if they want to make it, we're gonna make it.
Right.
So, and I agree.
I mean, that'd be me.
Listen, that's James Cameron, bro. He's made money. Money. If he wants to make another one, he's gonna make another one. Period. Kiss my ass. He's gonna make another one. I need number 2, James Cameron, and Mr. Rodriguez. I believe it was Rodriguez. I can't fucking remember. But you're right, Alita. How did I forget? I can forget that. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell and Alita, man. Great fucking.
How does I just really?
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez. Yeah, Robert Rodriguez.
I need you to look at the screen because I'm about to hit you. Because I need you to
hit me.
I want to announce this. This is now on Disney Plus so that we can all watch
James
it.
Cameron deserves to work on what he wants. 100% agree. With the kind of money he's brought in, fucking, he has free range, in my opinion. Fuck, I don't give a shit if he loses me money.
Guys,
sit down, lose me money, sir.
Guys, this movie, this cinematic masterpiece is on Disney Plus now,
me.
And you can watch it if you're
me.
a Disney Plus subscriber.
Fuck me.
That's the greatest.
Oh, come on. No, get. No. No, dude. No, put it away. No. Burn it. No.
They announced it, and I was like, why?
No. Just burn it. Just burn it out of existence.
I was like, why? Why would you?
Listen,
They
guys.
just added it
everybody
recently.
Everybody who's listening, everybody who's
last
right now
week or
watching
so.
live.
I was like, can I rate it
I
down?
don't hate on movies. It's very rare that I hate on movies. I am a person that enjoys all types of movies. I don't just look for fucking Oscar nominated acting. I look at the whole picture. So usually I love
hold on.
film. But this movie is garbage. This is the actual definite.
It's so bad.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Let me.
You should
Okay, that's a strong
100%.
word.
You should
Okay, so
100% watch the 90s.
Let's get a mutual
cartoon
understanding. So we have
more so.
we have a few people. Listen, we have a few people watching the stream. So let's get a mutual understanding. Mutual understanding that Blood Rain is garbage.
This is
that
not
movie.
This is not the one with Jessica Alba.
No. This is no. Those are actually okay movies.
I like
don't care
those.
what
I like
anybody
those
says.
except for
those
the
are,
the Smoke Galactus.
Yeah. When they
Galactus.
came out, they were okay
Fart
movies.
Galactus.
Here's the thing.
Galactic fart.
We all agree. Blood Rain is garbage.
Holy shit.
Period. Bad acting, bad writing, visuals are bad.
I'll tell you. If I had gone to see Blood Rain in theaters, I would have walked out. Fantastic Four, I was like petrified in my seat. Fant Four Stick was so fucking bad.
You know what's sad? What's sad is when little kids do a better job than the rest of the fucking crew.
Yeah.
Because the best part of that movie is the little kids, and I'm not talking about when they're just starting out to get into science.
Yeah, the opening.
I'm talking about the children.
The opening was so much better.
That's the only good part about that fucking movie.
Ali.
Nothing else is fucking good.
Don't
waste your time.
Hold on. Ali is from our part of the world, and he'll understand why this is a ridiculous moment. So.
Dude, it's
Johnny Storm.
Everybody should understand why this.
So
is
Johnny
stupid.
Storm is black. His family's black. Sue was like the daughter of his dad's like best friend or whatever, and they adopted her when her parents died. Yeah. And she's having this moment with Reed Richards.
Mr. Fantastic himself.
Right? And they're having a little chit chat, and he's like, "Oh, how did you get adopted?" Blah blah blah. And she's like, "I'm from Kosovo."
And that's it.
And I was like, oh, this might be interesting. Yep. Maybe there is some character building.
Oh, that's it.
And that's literally the last time it's mentioned in the entire movie.
That's it. Nothing. Nope. Literally, she says, I'm from Kosovo, and then a different
And I was just like,
starts.
I think he like makes like a joke, like an accent or something, and that's it. That's the entire interaction. I was like,
no explanation, nothing. No reason why she doesn't have an accent. No understanding why she's from Kosovo.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's like the same. No, there's no reason. They just like put details in for no reason. They did the same thing with Johnny Storm.
So it's funny. There was a recent article that Dalbor linked in our group chat that we have on Facebook, and he linked and he said, I forgot his name. What's the director's name? whatever the fucking director's name of that movie is,
Oh,
Train,
Josh
Train,
Josh
whatever.
Trank.
He says,
Oh,
my regret from that movie
is
is
not
that I didn't
making.
make Sue Storm black. I'm like, that's your only regret from that movie?
I was like,
Because I
that's.
assure you, that movie was still shit.
By
Even
the
with
way,
the fact you
by the
couldn't
way,
explain why she was white and from Kosovo.
hold on. By the way, if he had made her black, that makes me ask even more questions about why she's from Kosovo.
Dude, not only, here's the problem. So there's a lot of back and forth news on what happened on that movie. There's people saying that he came on set drunk, right? This was his second movie, so let's be real. He was probably like, dude, I'm coming from, what's the movie he did with Mr. Man, I'm just, Creed, the guy that plays Creed.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, thank you. So he did a movie with Michael B. Jordan and a few other talented young kids at the time. Both of them, Michael B. Jordan and Mr. Fantastic, I forgot his name. They were both in that movie. What's the name of the movie?
Chronicle.
Chronicle, yes.
No,
I didn't care for the Chronicle because, one, I don't like shaky cam. That shit gets annoying. And also, number two, they didn't explain a lot. There was no explanation of what the fuck. Like, outside, like, they got possible alien powers. That's it. There's no fucking explanation of anything. So I didn't care for that movie, right? But it made a big blast. People loved it. People were like, oh, God, this is fucking so good. Yeah, there was no lore, not even a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So he comes off that and he gets this big hit from Fox. He's going to be doing Fantastic Four, baby. So I believe that he was a little, enjoying life at that moment. He was on top of the world. He came from making shit on YouTube, and now he's a big motherfucker on Hollywood. And maybe he was coming over drunk, but there's also news that fucking, Fox, as they do, they want to get involved and tell you what's up.
From what I understand, halfway through the editing, they literally locked him out of the editor's room.
Yeah, apparently during editing.
And it's funny.
Like, no,
it's funny because you can see exactly when the studio took over, because there's literally a
me too.
1
Me
year
too.
later. There's like a black screen that says 1 year later, and then all of a sudden, all the characters are different. Their personalities are entirely different, and I was just like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Everything's different, dude. Oh, by the way, this is the other thing I hate about this movie. It's great. Johnny Storm. Everybody know who Johnny Storm is? If you don't, please watch the 2000s movies. If you don't want to read the comics, watch the animated show. I don't give a fuck. But Johnny Storm is a thrill seeker of everything.
Yep.
Okay? When I say thrill seeker, I don't mean like a specific subject of thrill. I'm talking about of everything.
Yep.
This man will jump off of a fucking astronaut shuttle back to Earth if he fucking wanted to.
Yep.
No, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Storm himself. VP executive, lock him out. It's our movie. Laugh my ass out. Yeah, exactly. Johnny Storm, ladies and gentlemen, was afraid of heights. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, I just said that.
Yeah.
He is afraid of heights.
When they introduce him, he has built his own car from
He's racing.
Yeah, he's racing a car that he built from scraps, literally.
That
So
he
like
crashes.
they put him on this level of like Tony Stark, like he can build a whole car out of scraps.
Yeah.
And then he crashes and he gets in trouble. And then his dad puts him on this project where they're building this interdimensional gate because he can build stuff, and that makes sense. Sure, whatever.
Yeah, sure, makes sense.
And then they
absolutely.
decide to go against the military's wishes because they're working for the military. They go against their wishes. They're like, we're not going to let some trained team do this. We are going to go
not
through.
at all. We're going to send in kids.
We're going to go through this. And then they get there, and there's a cliff, and Johnny Storm looks down, and he's like, whoa, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
What's wrong with you?
I was like, who's this dude? I was like, who's this? This guy built a car and raced it.
And here, honestly, we're just gonna finish off the movie for you. So the villain.
Oh Jesus!
So people complained about Doctor Doom in the original two movies from the 2000 with Jessica Alba. That Doctor Doom actually made sense and looked like Doctor Doom.
Right.
This Doctor Doom, I don't know if you're ready. He can look at you and you disappear.
Yep.
He looks at you and you disappear. You know how they finish him off? With a punch. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
This
is
saved you multiple hours of fucking.
This is what he looks like.
That's what he looked like, and if he looked at you, you were gone.
he was literally exploding people's heads when he first shows up,
and
they beat him by punching him. They just knock him out. I was like,
they just punched him.
Wow.
Yeah, he definitely looked like a mummy.
He looked like a lot of things.
So that looked nothing like Doctor Doom, but then people had an issue with the man that did look like Doctor Doom, who delivered a great performance, by the way. And by the way, just so you guys are aware, I have nothing against the actors that were part of Fantastic Four. It's just they were dealt a very shitty hand of what that movie was going to be.
Yeah.
That was a shit show all day long, and it's a damn shame. But the fact that people bitched about Doctor Doom that actually looked like Doctor Doom, oh, he had powers, he had electric powers that came out of him. Who the
Dr.
fuck
Doom.
cares? He still looked like fucking Doctor Doom. He was sinister like Doctor Doom. He was a genius like Doctor Doom.
Mm-hmm.
He was everything I wanted Doctor Doom to be.
Dude, the funny thing is,
Not a dude that looks at you and makes you disappear.
in the
Forever, out of
Josh Trank movie, he was so badly written.
Oh my god,
he was
so
just like
badly
he wasn't even like, he was like weirdly jealous. Like it made no sense for him to be jealous.
It was weird.
There was just like a lot of stuff that, I
Bad
mean,
writing,
realistically,
bad
the whole movie
directing,
makes no
bad,
damn sense.
The audio, I mean, I don't know. Audio. What do you mean, like our audio or audio of his voice, or whatever?
As far as like his voice, not good.
No. Oh yeah, no. The guy that played Doctor Doom in the earlier movies was good.
Who's mine or
mine?
Hodges?
Because mine says it's registering.
Mine is.
Not you.
Hodges?
Oh, so not me. Him.
Me?
He's messing with us now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like who's he? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Is it Dalibor or is it Hadis?
Listen, it's no, he's doing that on purpose. It's fine. I see it's registering, it's recording. I'm not I'm not concerned.
I mean, I'm seeing, like, I'm looking at the stream.
Yeah.
Hold on. Actually, ironically enough, I can just turn up.
Yeah. You
My
hear me?
stream. No, I'm alright.
How about me?
Oh, I can't hear you.
All right, well, let me just switch. I'll just switch mics real quick. Turtle Beach.
Did it automatically switch on you?
It must have. I must have touched
There
the
you go.
microphone.
You're back.
I must have touched
You're
the
back.
microphone and it switched.
You're back.
It does that
Yeah,
sometimes.
Stop switching shit on purpose, man.
Yeah, it's recording, so you can
Yeah,
go back.
no.
and
In all honesty, I highly recommend not wasting.
It's a terrible
What
movie.
was it?
It's a
2 hours.
terrible
Don't
movie.
waste it because you can't get it back. It's a bad movie. Adobe will fix it. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, don't watch the new Fantastic Four. If you want to watch something that's
terrible.
Fantastic Four related, watch the old ones, or wait for the new ones that Marvel's gonna do at some point.
Dude, I
whenever that
can't. Here's the thing. I'm really excited about the next kind of Marvel cinematic thing. I'm hoping, and I feel like we talked about this a little bit last week. I'm hoping that DC takes, because they're putting in money into the Justice League Snyder Cut, right? Which to me means like they're gonna give him the reins, which
Bro,
would be the
please
smart
bring
thing
back-
to do.
Please bring back Ben Affleck. I beg you, because they're
Outstanding.
saying
Best Batman
right
ever.
now,
Best
the
Batman ever.
rumors, huh?
Best Batman ever.
Best Batman ever, period.
Without
I'll argue
question.
that till this day. Fucking, he was actually Bruce Wayne, and he was actually Batman. He actually had martial arts. He was playing a fucking detective, and he fucking created shit. Well, Alfred
Yep.
helped. But regardless, that's the point. He did everything. Like, everybody's like, oh, but Christian Bale. I'm like, yeah, but Christian Bale, all you see is jump cuts because you don't see him actually do martial arts.
Yep.
Batman's about knowing all the martial arts. He can literally, he knows every martial art. He has mastered it all. That's the
Right.
point of Batman.
Yeah.
So if I'm not seeing him fight, you're literally ruining the character.
Right.
Literally. Oh, then people are like, but Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was a good Batman for the fucking 90s, but you put him against what we saw with Ben Affleck, like, not,
Right.
it's not the same.
I think. Well, see, here's the thing. I think Michael Keaton did a really.
Nolan was more dark, and it was never going to have
100%.
what we're seeing on Zack Snyder's stuff. He was never going to have supernatural.
Yeah,
He even said-
Nolan literally
that's why
said,
he
"I don't
did-
want superheroes."
Yeah,
he didn't
he
even
did
want
want- he
Robin.
didn't want-
He didn't even want
Yeah.
a Robin. The only reason we got like a tease of a Robin is because it was the last movie. He wasn't going to do anymore.
Yeah, it was last movie. He said he doesn't want to rob him because no way in his world is a kid going to be fighting crime like this with a random dude. And he also said that he's never going to have supernatural. That's why Joker was actually had scars and paint and didn't actually have a issue with radiation, fucking puddle of pool crap. Like, because that's not what he wanted in his universe. So he did the 3 movies, and that's all he wanted to do.
Right.
Nolan's were dark because that's the point. It's dark. So people like have this argument like, well, Superman and Batman stories are dark. They're not like Marvel. I'm like, yeah, because if they were like Marvel, then I'd be watching Marvel. Like, Yeah, they're dark. Superman lost his whole fucking planet, and Batman watched his fucking parents die in front of him. Which part of that is happy go-go juice?
Happy go-go juice.
Motherfucker, like, yeah, it's
happy
dark.
Go-go juice.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's people hate her. Like, of course it's dark.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm
The
interested.
Power is rich. That's just his superpower. That doesn't mean it's happy.
Yeah, that's
Like,
definitely a superpower.
that just gives him the
100%.
opportunity to kick dark ass, but that's about it.
Dude, I hope it means that they're gonna give him the reins and let him control the DC universe. I have no interest in the only way I will accept a Michael Keaton quote unquote multi-picture deal is if they just go balls to the wall and give me
Multiverse. Yeah, they just go.
No. If they just give me a balls to the wall and give me a Batman Beyond. You give me a Batman Beyond, I'll accept Michael Keaton as old Bruce Wayne.
Oh my God, fuck me! You just blew my mind.
I'll accept it 100%.
Because Batman Beyond doesn't have to be in this universe.
Nope.
Batman Beyond can be its own universe.
I
Here's
will
the
be
thing,
fully
real
fine
quick.
with
So
it.
speaking of that, that's genius. I love you. Thank you for bringing that up, and I hope that's true. That's the only way I will accept him having a multi-picture deal.
Because otherwise it makes no
that's
fucking
true.
sense. It makes no
Otherwise,
fucking
it
sense.
doesn't make sense.
Because if they suddenly, well, here's the thing.
Batman Beyond. Oh my God, dude.
I'm gonna shit on it right now. I'm just gonna shit on it right now because you know what the alternative is? The alternative potential possibility.
But
After Flashpoint, when he fixes shit and shit is different, Batman Beyond is now, like current.
no.
Batman himself was in the
I won't
80s.
accept- Here's the kid. I have questions for the people in the chat.
Okay.
Here's my question. When you hear Robert Pattinson, do you fucking see Batman when you hear that name? I'm just curious. Do you see Bruce Wayne when you hear that name? Because I don't. Okay. I'm glad one of us agrees. I don't. I would accept it a Robin. Maybe Dick. Maybe.
Nightwing.
Maybe Nightwing. I would accept it. I mean, yeah, for sure, it could change. But here's the thing. Right now the rumor stands that Pattinson, whatever his fucking name, his
Pattinson.
Batmans are nothing to do with like the Justice League movie and Wonder Woman and any of that. Apparently, this is just a standalone set of movies. That's the rumor, and right now that's the rumor there stands. However, there was another rumor where apparently J.J. Abrams was in a meeting, and then Henry Cavill said he had a cool script for a potential Green Lantern movie, and they said no. And they also then said to him that their Superman is not older than Batman, hence talking about Pattinson. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, this is why WB needs to come out and be like, yeah, all these rumors, yes or no, and just be done with it. So that way I'm not sitting here thinking which one it is. And I swear to fucking God, I'll tell you this right now, even though I'm a big DC fan, I love those characters. If you tell me for a fucking fact that you've allowed to lose Henry Cavill, who is a nerd, he loves comics, he loves the character Superman, he loves bringing that character to life just as much as Zack Snyder loves making comic book fucking movies. If you're telling me you lost that guy, and then on top of that, you're telling me that you're not going to get Ben Affleck to be Batman again, and you're not going to finish the story you fucking teased me with fucking Darkseid, I swear to fucking God, I don't care from anymore. For whatever movie they make, I will not see it in the theater. I will not support them. I will watch it on a fucking streaming service. Period.
So here's our new
Apparently
Batman.
Apparently that's Pattinson. Apparently that's the new.
No,
Pattinson.
that's not him.
I was gonna say that does not look like
driver.
his chin.
That's the stunt
That's
driver.
the stunt. Yeah, that's the stunt
driver.
Because I was like, that's not him. I can tell by the chin that's not him.
Yeah, that's not him. That's the stunt driver. I think that might be why those dots are on him. I think they're for mocap.
Oh, to mocap it up.
Yeah, because it looks like they're strategically placed.
That's not him.
Somebody. So there was like all these rumors. No, of course he's not doing stunts.
Of course he's not.
He's too expensive.
Get out of here.
He's too expensive to do stunts.
Who do you think he is?
No.
You think he's Stephen Amell doing Arrow where he does all his stunts? Get out of here, dude.
No. Here's the thing.
Get out of here. Yeah, damn right.
This doesn't feel like a experienced Batman suit. This doesn't feel like a Batman who's been doing this for 10 years 5 years.
Well, here's the thing. You want to know
This
what I
feels
see
like a
when
year
I-
one Batman.
Here's what I see here. I see a mixture of year one Batman with a mixture of Arkham Batman. All the Arkham games that we had. He looks like he has the body armor like the Arkham games, but at the same time, the helmet reminds me of like a first year Batman. So I feel like that might be him in the suit.
No, I think it's still Sun Driver.
It's tough to say. It's tough to say. But here's the thing. When I see, listen, I don't give a shit.
Pouches.
I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't care how anybody takes this. When I hear Bruce Wayne, okay, that means I turn the fuck around and I stare at the dude like I want him. Do you hear me? I stare at that dude and I'm like, yeah, honey, wife, listen, that's my pass. Yeah, him, the dude. Yeah, no, Bruce Wayne, yeah, that's my pass. Billionaire, playboy. I look at Patterson and I'm like, the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? You Bruce Wayne? No, you an imitator. You ain't no Bruce Wayne.
I'm not super excited about it.
He
like
looks
I said,
like he's like on that bike. He looks hell awkward.
yeah, and then you also gotta think about where's the shot? You also gotta imagine CG Cape.
Oh, for sure, yeah, CGK, obviously.
Here's the thing: if this is based, and I really hope it is, if this is based on the Year Zero Batman story from the New 52, which I know is like blasphemous to want anything from the New 52, but the Year Zero storyline from the New 52 was well done because it put a tangible villain Riddler in the story. He fucked up the energy grid in Gotham and made Gotham blackout for a year. Bruce Wayne had just got back from his, overseas shit, and he scrapped together this Batman suit from basically shit he had around the house and took the fight to Riddler and his goons. So
I mean, listen,
this
once
is what
again,
this feels like.
Here's the thing. If they don't scrap, listen, if they're willing to invest another, what is it, million into Zack Snyder's cut?
Mm-hmm.
If they're willing to bring back Snyder to work with that million to perfect his project,
right?
If they're willing to do that, then I'm having hope here that they're gonna finish the story that they fed us. And here's the thing: they're bringing us that Flash with another movie. They're bringing us another woman from that universe. If they don't finish that story with Henry and Ben, I swear to you, I will no longer go watch DC movies, and I love them. I love the characters, but I will not. I will not support something where this company doesn't know what they're doing. I told you, just hire me. Hire me. Give me 2 years. I'll lead you to a great direction, and then if you go from there and you still fuck it up, I don't know what to tell you. Then you're a shit company. You should probably sell that shit to somebody.
No,
but
it's not gonna be there.
Just hire me. Just hire me. Just give me I'll take half of whatever you're paying the big guy. The dude that said, yeah, we should make another streaming service and make it HBO Max. I could have instantly saved you the time and tell you that's a bad idea. What you should do, because you hear HBO Max, I'm thinking, oh yeah, all the HBO stuff's going to be there, just like right now they have on HBO Go and HBO Go. Instead, you should have named it like WB Entertainment or WBE, right? Shorten that entertainment so you don't have to say it out loud. WBE. That would make sense that everything that WB owns is going to be on that streaming platform. That just makes sense. HBO Max? What the fuck were you thinking? HBO, hit me up. Hit me up. I swear to God, I'll take half the cut.
Here's the thing. We don't know what the budget is, but here's the tragic story of this movie. Ben Affleck was initially set to write, produce, and star, but then handed writing and directing to Matt Reeves, and then finally, it does say he finally stepped down entirely in 2019.
He did. He did step down.
And I don't know if he stepped down from Batman or just...
Oh, that's the thing. I think he stepped down from the Batman. I don't know if he stepped down from being Batman, but he did have an interview with GQ, and he did say that playing that role...
Right here. Affleck revealed in 2020, so this year, that he stepped down due to a combination of factors, including his divorce, the tumultuous production of Justice League, his personal lack of enjoyment in the role, and his alcohol
He did say that
problems.
on GQ interview. He said that.
Yeah.
He said, and first of all, here's the thing. I understand the alcohol problems. You know, he was going through a shitty time family-wise. He had alcoholic issues. Like, that shit's gonna play into that. It sucks that he didn't enjoy the process of making the Batman films, and that's too bad. I'm pretty sure he didn't mind the process with Zack Snyder, but he probably didn't enjoy the process when it came down when Zack Snyder had to bounce. That's probably where shit went a little awry, you know, where it didn't work out. Because him and Zack Snyder are buddies. Like, the reason he jumped down was because Zack Snyder and him are cool, you know?
Right.
So I highly doubt he didn't get along with Zack Snyder in making those movies.
Yeah, man.
It sucks, but I hope he comes back. I hope they figure out a way.
He said you're trying to make yourself feel better with eating and drinking or sex or gambling or shopping or whatever.
Of course. Yeah.
But that ends up making your life worse. Then you do more of it to make your discomfort go away. Then the real pain starts and becomes a vicious cycle you can't break.
Yeah.
That's at least what happened to me. That sucks. That's a lot to go through, and I get it.
Yeah. I just hope. I hope, you know. It seems like he's getting better, which is good for him. You know, everybody has their demons and their issues and stuff like that. And personal life is none of our problem of these actors, even though we want to make it our problem.
Right.
But you know, I'm glad to see that he is working on an alcoholic. You know, him being alcoholic on that issue, and that's awesome, and that he's getting better, and looks like he might be doing good with his family, which, once again, I'm not really paying attention to it, but you know, people report on it, so you can't kind of miss the titles and shit. And so that's dope, and I hope with that, you know, turnaround of him getting better and shit getting a little better with his family, I am hoping that what's it called, brings him back. I hope that brings him back a little bit to being Batman, you know?
Right.
What is this?
This is shots from the Batman movie. Apparently there is a Purge-style gang, possibly the Jokers.
Okay. Oh.
From Batman Beyond. Interesting. Interesting.
Here's the thing. Once again, if they do not leave us hanging with a story that they've started clear as fucking day, they didn't finish it. They started it.
I really think they're going. I really think they're going to finish the Darkseid storyline, because, especially the little teaser.
Do you think they're going to hold on? So let me ask you this:
the little teaser they gave for the Snyder Cut had a shot of Darkseid.
I understand that. So, are you think they're going to finish it in the Snyder Cut, or you think they're going to finish it as in like another movie?
I necessarily wouldn't care either way.
I would, because if they finish
I
the
don't
whole story
think
in
they
the Snyder Cut, that's too much.
I don't think they can.
captured
I
that
don't
much.
think they can finish it in the Snyder Cut.
No, because I don't think they captured that much.
No.
I mean, think about it. Snyder made that movie from his head. I highly doubt in his head it was like the first movie, Darkseid stuff.
I told you my prediction last week, and I'll repeat it now. I think you watch the Snyder Cut. I think it ends, and right before it goes to credit, it says Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Part 2, coming 2023.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. They would have to be stupid not to do it.
Every dime I have.
We have a gentleman's bet. I'm hoping for the best, but my
You don't think that's gonna happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
All right. Well, it's on wax, as they say. It's on video. It's on the internet. We have witnesses.
Gentleman's bet. I'll give you that $1 if you're right. And honest to God, I'm betting on you. I hope you are right. I hope I am wrong and you are right, because I want to see it. Hell yeah,
I just
man.
think there's a lot more to that story. It was
100%.
Imagine if they had just like said, "Fuck it, we're not making any more movies after Batman v Superman." It was so many cock teases in that movie about Darkseid and about all this other shit that, like, if they didn't come through with it, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
We got a tease for
Green Lantern.
Not just Green Lantern, but the society. What is it? The
Justice Society. Or
the bad guy.
Injustice Society.
Injustice Society, and like we fucking saw. They teased the shit out of I just can't remember. Slade, what's his name?
Deathstroke.
Yeah. They teased the shit out of this. I want to see that shit now. I want to watch Ben Affleck's Batman fight the fucking shit out of Deathstroke. If you don't give me that, I'll slap the shit out of you.
That's fair.
I'll go to WB. I'll go to the CEO.
I'll give you
and
that.
I'm like,
That's
look
fair.
Me in the eye. Look at me in the eye. Where's security? I knocked their ass out. Look at me in the fucking eye. You finishing that movie? Bam! Sue me. I don't give a fuck. You're getting shit. I don't got nothing for you to sue.
Yeah, man. It's very much one of those things that they. I mean, it'd be the same to me. It would be the same if they had done everything up until right before Infinity War, and then just didn't do Infinity War.
I agree, 100%. Here's the thing. If anything, I mean, here it is right now. I know 3 people that are invested in this fucking story. They've put time and money into this story. If anything, we should sue them for not completing it. That's my time, my money. I'm invested.
Let's do it. Class action lawsuit for not doing something.
For hell yeah, you made billions off of us. And you're not gonna finish that now that we're invested?
Listen. I'll go. I'll put my name on a class action lawsuit.
People have been sued for less. Motherfucking McDonald's got sued for fucking coffee being too hot.
Bro, there is a dude. Hold on.
Ordering hot coffee, but not having to tell you that it's hot.
There is a dude apparently suing Apple currently.
Yeah.
For no. Hold on. Better one. There's a dude suing Twitch right now. You just watched this thing. You just watched this Philip DeFranco video. There's a dude suing Twitch right now.
I didn't watch the whole thing. So
Okay. So there's a dude suing Twitch, the streaming platform.
I know the platform. He's suing them
because they exposed him to too many ladies, and because of being exposed to all these women, has injured himself through various acts and using things like fleshlights. Has caused himself to have, like, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up.
Bro, what world are we in?
Oh my god!
Am I still sleeping? Hold on, I gotta stare myself in the eye. I'm about to be sleeping.
Part of the filing is that due to being exposed to so many scantily clad and sultry women or whatever.
That dude is some deep thought right there.
Hell yeah, he's in some deep thought space. He's in like the deepest thoughts of Twitch. But he said that he jerked off on his screen, and the ejaculate caused a spark and a small fire.
Bro, I can't believe what world I'm in. Is this planet Earth? Hold on, am I in the Matrix? Come on, tell me. I don't care if I am. I don't care if you're sucking my brains out. Just tell me. Am I in the Matrix? Like, what's going on? What's happening?
Wait, Ali, what do you mean? What kind of big scandal in the gamer streamer world?
Well, right now, okay, so here's something that I just heard. There's, listen, these streamers are getting called out left and right that they're sexually harassing people and stuff. Swifty just got called out by one of his exes. That
there's a list, bro. There's a list.
There's a list of people. Swifty's one of them. However, there is a female streamer that came out and said this shit ain't real. This shit's fake. She's lying. I have photos of her shoving her tongue down my throat. This is another female streamer saying about a female.
Right.
So she's like, Swifty's nothing but a gentleman. He's never ever
red pilling. How
red
so?
Pilling? Don't know. I don't even understand what red pilling is. But hey, man, I'm clueless on some of this shit, man. Clueless.
Red pilling is basically going ultra right.
That sounds like someone's wife is yelling at them for
Right.
Baby, it wasn't me.
I'm trying to see something recent. It's like basically it's all the shit he's done that's like super racist and right wing and extreme and all that shit.
Here's the thing. So there's crazy shit going on. 100% always crazy shit going on. Here's the thing. There's an issue with, we've talked about this a little bit last time around. There's an issue with cancel culture, and there's an issue with instantly. There's this issue that we have now that you're no longer innocent until proven guilty. You're just guilty. There's no minute to, because here's what happened. So Swifty got called out by this lady, on top of a few other people, but he got called out. Blizzard instantly, without doing any kind of investigation, without waiting for his reply, without anything, instantly
Deleted his account.
Deleted his account and removed his NPC from the game that they put in there for the game. Removed it instantly. He was guilty in their eyes before they did any investigation.
He was essentially erased from World of Warcraft.
Erased. Bro, how are we coming to a society where you can't give it? Listen, I get it. You hear shit like rape and holy shit. My wife has experience with that. So like I'm already pissed off, right? But we can't just take it at face value instantly. There's got to be evidence. Like, you can't just be like, what if I just went out and I said, that motherfucker did something to my wife? Is he guilty instantly? You want to take him to jail? No, you're going to fucking investigate.
But that's the problem, is you have people who, they have to make decisions now, and...
Not at all. This is the decision
but
you make.
No, but they have to.
No, absolutely not. This is the decision. I'm telling you right now. This is the proper and only decision that this world should have. And this is the reply, especially in a world of social media. If you're a company and you're involved with somebody, and there's a not a fact, but a
accusation
that somebody might have done something, your reply instantly, your instant reply. This. It doesn't take a fucking genius. I don't need to be your lawyer. I don't need to be your social media rep to tell you what to say publicly. Here it is. You ready? Until further investigation, we're going to remain neutral until we find out the actual facts of what has happened. Then, once this investigation has been done, we're going to take the proper actions for what has happened.
I feel you, and I wish
that is the only and proper reply.
And I wish that were possible.
No, there's no I wish. That is possible.
But I'm telling you, it's not.
It 100% is.
It's not, because you have people like World of Warcraft. You have people like Blizzard who have already danced on eggshells for the last year based on other things that they've done, not done. So they have to take swift action.
No, absolutely not. I look at them now, and
I feel you. I'm with you. I agree with you.
I'm glad. I'm not asking you to agree with me. I don't give a shit either way if you agree with me or not. I'm telling you right now, that is incorrect. That's a society that we're feeding into, and that society is wrong. Literally, factually wrong. They're wrong.
But it's a matter of. But they're a company of perception. They're a company of perception. They're afraid. They're afraid of being perceived for inaction.
That's great. 100%. Here's the alternate route then. If you're instantly finding somebody guilty, guess what? In actual law, there's a thing called double jeopardy. If he didn't do it, and now you have to take that shit back, he gets the right to sue you for whatever amount and instantly provide it to him. If he wants all your money, you've already found him guilty.
But that's not. No,
absolutely. I disagree.
Well, first of all, they're a private business. They can cut they can terminate your access to shit at any given time.
I don't give a shit. You know how many people he's fucking promoted for them for free? Get the fuck out of here. They should be sucking his. They should give him a blowjob on the side every day.
I'm not saying it's right.
No, absolutely not. This is their extreme. This is the extreme. You instantly take action without doing proper investigation. Okay, then the other extreme to that, as soon as if let's say he's not guilty, and he's found not guilty, he instantly gets to take whatever money he wants. Whatever. Your extreme was, you found him instantly guilty, you removed everything, boom. The other extreme is, I get your money. I'm not guilty, I've proven it. Give me my money.
Yeah, but they don't owe him that money. They don't own that account.
They absolutely does, because he's paid monthly for that account. On top of that, he's purchased that. That's his money he's given to have that game.
That's fine. So he can.
And he's followed.
But
not only that, he's promoted that game. I don't give a shit. Not only that, he's promoted that game for free forever.
Again, bro, I understand what you're saying. I feel you. I'm just saying that they are a private company. They can dead his contract. They can dead his access to the service at any time they want to. Is it right? Of course fucking not. But
they can listen.
Even if he wasn't accused of something, if they were like, fuck you, done.
Okay, bro, once again, your statement's incorrect because there are rules, laws, and regulations even to a video game.
Nope.
He has to break a set of rules. Yes, there absolutely is. There are literal Blizzard rules that you cannot break to have your account removed.
I know, but
okay, so if
Blizzard,
you did not break those rules,
Blizzard has the option of terminating service for anyone for any reason.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely, they do.
Absolutely
YouTube
not.
has
Because
that
you have
option.
to. No, absolutely not.
Absolutely.
They have to. If he's playing by their rules, if he's paid his money for that game, that is his money.
I feel
you. Told me I buy my car, and then Honda's gonna tell me they can have it back. I'd go fucking tell them to suck my dick. No, it's not different. He has acquired a product for money.
But yeah,
he has acquired money for a product.
And he got those months. He paid for monthly access, and he got those months.
And he's continued to pay for monthly shit. He has paid months right now because he probably does the 6 months.
That's fine. Yeah, services rendered. He could get a refund for anything that they denied him.
Nah, man. I mean, that's fine. The subjectivity is separate from laws, absolutely. But there are laws and regulations, even in video games, that have to be followed. There have to be specific rules that he's broken to be prosecuted by the fucking game developers the way he's being prosecuted. He has not broken any rules as of right now.
But that's
there are accusations, but that doesn't matter. Accusations don't mean dick.
Right, but from their perspective, it doesn't matter, and they, to avoid any potential taking a side, are just cutting ties with him. They're removing him from the game.
But they're not taking sides if they're investigating right now.
But they can't investigate that. They have no right to investigate that.
They absolutely
it's a
have
legal
a right
matter.
To investigate.
They're not the law.
But they do have the right to investigate a player that has been part of their game and they incorporate it in the game. They have the right to investigate if he did something wrong.
It's their game. They can remove that NPC at any given time. That's a decision they can make.
Of course they can if they are fucking assholes. Yeah, absolutely.
And
if they do everything by it, not the book.
But dude, what you're talking about is two different books.
Absolutely not.
You're talking about two different books.
There are proper actions and then there are extremes. What they did is an extreme.
Yeah.
They found him instantly guilty.
I don't disagree with that. It's 100% an extreme. I'm just letting you know that they're fully within their rights to.
Okay, dude.
They didn't do anything wrong legally.
At the end of the day, I truly hope that company loses their business at this point. Because if they're going to react to this extreme, I hope they lose their company. I've never wished that upon anybody, but I truly do wish that they lose their company. Because if you're going to be a problem to society by taking an extreme action towards something that really doesn't at the moment deserve extreme, they did take a side, by the way. They took her side. In my eyes, they took her side. You're saying they're not taking side?
No, I disagree. They took no side because they simply separated themselves from him. If he's right or wrong or guilty or not guilty, they just don't want to be part of it. And by removing his access from the game...
No. Right, his access. They removed him and his access.
Right, by removing him and his access from the game, that means that he can't be on stream playing their video game while under investigation or under suspicion, while he's trying to defend himself against accusations. They just don't want any part of it. So, well within their rights, they said, fuck off. We don't want to deal with it.
Whatever, man. Once again, I hope the company loses all its money. At this point, I don't care for this company whatsoever anymore. And with their extreme actions and being the problem to society, I hope they lose their money. I don't want a company like that being part of society if that's the actions that they're going to take.
Yeah, but here's my question. Here's my question. Why didn't you say the exact same thing when they banned a player last year for saying stand with Hong Kong? They banned a player last year from
100% did. I called them out. I said they were wrong. I said
they
100.
Right, but they were wrong. But like you weren't saying like they should lose their company.
100%. You're right, because I was trying to give them hope. But this is another thing that doing extreme action on. You give everybody a chance, but it's one of those things, right, where George Bush said it wrong. You fool me once, right? Shame on you. But you fooled me twice, well, that's shame on me, motherfucker, and I'm not going to be fooled twice. You took another extreme action. Yeah. I hope you lose your fucking company.
Right. I mean, Ollie's got it right. Ollie's got it.
I get your point. It's only business. But you know what? Then you're pissing off other customers. And to me, to customers like me.
And that's 100%. You should vote with your fucking wallet.
what, 15 years I've been playing their games, if not longer, to fucking take an extreme action like this, which is a problem in society. It's a literal problem because that literally destroys the whole
Innocent until proven guilty.
innocent proven guilty. Um, that's a problem. That is still a law. That is still a societal thing. That's something that we cannot forget. And if you're a company that's going to be part of that problem to forget something like that, to take extreme actions like this, then I don't care if you're just doing business. You're a bad company and I want you to lose your business because you're a problem. You have billions of dollars and I can only imagine what other problems you're going to cause in the future with that money. So I don't want you to be part of the problem.
That's you're right.
And then this goes all the way back. Let me take it all the way back to the beginning of this conversation. Systematic racism will not change because shit like this, with millions of money, fucking billions and trillions of dollars running around with these millionaires and billionaires who make rules, make these stupid extreme rules that are never called on action. They're never called to justify their action. They're never talked about. They're never fucking brought up and said, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you going to an extreme? Where's the fucking mutual ground?
But that's the thing. But that's what I'm saying is people need to do exactly what you're talking about, right? You're not going to be buying. I presume you're not going to be buying any more World of Warcraft time.
I've already. I'm canceled everything. I'm done. I'm not buying their new fucking games. I'm done. I'm done with Blizzard, man. I was fucking on the Blizzard hype train.
You sure?
I was waiting. I was waiting for that fucking streaming service so I can watch all their cinematic movies that they were going to make with their beautiful CG. But no, fuck them. If they're going to be the problem, I don't want to be part of the problem.
No, and that's the thing.
How I vote.
And that's the thing. And that this, by the way, this exactly is how change will happen. Because you're going to have people like yourself, they're going to say, fuck you, I'm not giving you your money. If enough people do that, if enough people take that stand, and
I hope people do. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if my action is actually gonna do anything. But I've never wanted a company more to lose their fucking money than I do now. Blizzard.
The only way you can affect big companies like that, rich people like that, people who are in the positions that they make the rules, is by affecting their money. That's the only way.
You are absolutely right.
And
it's funny. I'm actually canceling the subscription right now, and they're going to ask me why I'm leaving. And I'm going to be like, your dumbass extreme actions instead of taking a moment to think is the problem.
Do it, man. And that's the thing. That's where, going back to that original conversation about systematic racism, we have to take those stands and we have to hit them in the wallet. I mean, that's the only place that it counts to a lot of the people that are in power. They don't care. Most of the people that make the rules in this country, in most countries, they don't give a shit about the actual things they're saying. They don't give a shit about the people they represent. They give a shit about one thing only, and that's their own wallet. And the only way you can make them do something one way or the other is by affecting that wallet. That's what lobbying is about. The entire concept of lobbying is about padding wallets and threatening to take those fucking monies away when somebody doesn't do what you want them to do.
I'm letting you stream. I'm letting you know right now, right here.
Lobbying should be illegal, 100%.
Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5 question from Blizzard when you cancel your subscription. It says optional. It says, please tell us more about why you are canceling your World of Warcraft subscription. You take an extreme action against gamers who are accused of something is idiotic, and you are the problem in this entire system in this world. Period. Because they are. People like them, companies like them are the problem. Companies like them are going to make many decisions. Now, I'm not just talking about gamers' decisions. I'm not talking about removing a gamer from an NPC. I'm talking about extreme fucking decisions to the point where there is no more till proven guilty. You just are.
Yeah.
That's it. You're just guilty.
It's
the same thing, and it's the same thing if we want to go back to systematic racism. It's the same thing with a black man or a black woman. Now you see their skin color and fucking you're guilty. You're going to prison because that's you, and that's the problem. Those extreme idiotic fucking actions that are taken constantly, and people like the rich who have these kind of monies make these decisions, and companies like this are making money off of us. So if you want to make a change, you got to fucking make a change. You gotta do what you're gonna say you do.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, you got to vote. You got to vote with your wallet.
You got to vote.
You got to vote in
many
November.
ways, many ways.
But like
many ways.
you got
locally, November, with your wallet, with your voice.
100%.
You got to blast people out. I blast people constantly on Twitter. I'm nobody. I get it. I'm nobody. Nobody follows me on Twitter. But you know what? I tag the shit out of companies, and I tell them, you're fucking idiots. I'm one of your customers, and I'm letting you know you're fucking being dumb.
There it is. There it is, and I think we're gonna wrap it up there. That's a great point to end on.
That is a great point.
Vote with your wallet. Vote in November. Vote whenever there are local elections.
I'm amped. I'm not going to bed. This is an all-nighter for me, baby. Apex, here I come. I got my game, Blizzard. I'm going to Apex, bitches.
Get your voice heard out in society, in your area, in your country, and make some shit happen. There's a lot of things that need to change in this world, and voting is one of the ways. Son of a bitch. That's going to be it. Thanks for everyone who has been hanging out in the chat. Much appreciated. Conversation's been great. Thank you so much, Elam, for that. We are going to be back here next week. This is going to go up on our YouTube channel, and it's going to go up on T3G's website, which means it's going to be live on Spotify. It's not Spotify, because Spotify costs money, but it's going to be on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. It's going to be on all the podcast platforms, Stitcher. It's going to be there. You can listen to it. You can watch it on YouTube, T3G Tangents, and of course, check out our main channel, T3G Media, where we do all sorts of different stuff as well. Thank you guys again for hanging out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. You guys are the bomb. Thank you for being part of the chat. I love live chats.
Love chats.
Love chats.
See you guys.
Later.